Training stream number 2 today. Okay, and I'm live. This is going to be training stream number 2. The gang stalking program sabotaged my previous phone stream when I was streaming live on my phone by having spam callers call to interrupt and turn off my stream. So the way that I have it set up is if I go live on my phone, at least the way that I used to do it, if somebody calls the phone number that I'm having mobile data that I'm live streaming from, it turns off the live stream. Now I'm at home, so I have both Wi-Fi and mobile data, but the way that I had it is if somebody called me, would turn off the live stream, and 3 minutes into my previous training stream, they called and turn off the stream. So anyway, I'm gonna start training here. Training stream today. As the first live stream was, this is a fasted state training stream, which means I do all that fasting, so I didn't eat since waking up. I'm leaving proof that people that tell you that you have to eat carbohydrates before you exercise to have energy don't know what they're talking about. 90+% of all the exercise and everything I'm doing on my YouTube channel, 90% of my streams are in a fasted state, which means I didn't eat since waking up. And if it's exercise and training martial arts, bodybuilding, 90% of the streams that I do on my channel are in a fasted state. I have my OMAD meal towards the end of the day. OMAD means 1 meal a day. I do OMAD fasting, which means I eat only 1 time per day. And when do I have my 1 meal in a day? Typically towards the end of the day. So I wake up, don't have breakfast, don't have lunch, and I eat towards the end of the day. So this will be more training. Start with boxing. Then we'll go to some other stuff. A little bit light. We'll start with some boxing, and then I'll do some stance switch drills. Boxing stance switch drills. Nice. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2s and 1, 1, 2s. And I put some rugs under here and a piece of foam board under it to keep it from slamming around, being noisy and sliding. So it does 2 things. It gives some friction to keep it from sliding away, and if it goes up, which it does when I punch it, sometimes it lifts and then comes down as I'm pushing, so it hits less loud. Which means I have to spend less time dragging it back after punching a few times. So the boxing from this distance, 1, 2s, and then 1, 1, 2s. Then we get into the stance switch drill. I like to wear this scarf as I'm exercising. What does that do? One thing, it keeps from inhaling dust that might be flying off the dummy as I'm kicking it, punching it. Secondly, it makes it harder to breathe, which means it makes it more cardio. It adds more cardio training to whatever I'm doing because it's harder to breathe. It's similar to there's some devices that you have, like the O2 trainer or something that people buy and they put in their mouth and makes it harder to breathe, and then they exercise to build their cardio. So it keeps me from inhaling dust particles as I kick up dust from punches and stuff. And it also makes it harder to breathe, which makes it more cardio intensive. We'll do the boxing 1-2 here. Hard punch. 1-2. 1-2. 1-2s. Do some 1-1-2s after that. So that's a double count jab. Well, that's done thus far. 1-2s and then 1-1-2s. Double count jab for right straight. What I'm going to do then is a drill that I like to do. The stance switch drill. I'll show that to you. Start normally. I just do the stance switch. See, that's the stance switch. So I'm punching, jabbing, orthodox boxing. I'm not a southpaw naturally, so orthodox stance, jab. Throw a right hand while simultaneously switching my stance to here. Now that's just forward, break it up for you. Now, after assuming this new stance, southpaw, I immediately commence jabbing with the right hand and power punching with the left. That's the stance switch drill. So we do it normally now, a few times. See there, that's the stance switch drill. So there's different ways I can do it. I can go jab, switch my stance, then jab from southpaw. How I like to do it is switch stances with a jab step, mid punch, and I can still make the two hit hard even though both my feet are in the air. So here, see, and I switch my stance while I'm throwing the punch. I don't know how much of my legs you can see, but I'm jumping and switching my stance. After acquiring this new position, southpaw, I immediately commence jabbing with the right and power punch with the left, which is the opposite of an orthodox boxer. We go jab with the left and then the power punch with the right. So switching to southpaw, I'm jabbing with the right and power punch with the left. No matter what the power punch is. The power punch can be an uppercut, a hook, a cross or a strike. So that's the stance switch drill. We're going to do some repetitions of that. First, let's do another drill that I do. It's an uppercut drill, where I use the shoulder target zone for the jaw, and I go double tap to light uppercuts. Here's the target zone. Move to the right and then throw a power uppercut with the other hand. And then I switch it from this neutral position to light double tap uppercut, switch back, and then power uppercut with the left. That's another drill that I like to do. So we do some of those. We're going to do, I'll do the stance switch drill and then the uppercut drill. Do 3 stance switch drills at least. Did that count as 1? 2. 3. And then I do some jabs here. And then the left. Now, I'll do the uppercut drill. And it's 2. I'll turn it like this so you can see. It's 2 uppercuts with the left. I can start from here, running up with it, or from the side. 1, 2, 3. See? And then from here, 2 light uppercuts at the right, from the flip-up position, followed by a power left uppercut. Do that these 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Now we'll switch it. Go from here. As such. Now we'll just go 3 boxing combos. Starting 1, 2, then we'll go to 3 punch combos, possibly 4. One in there. 1, 2, for my left hook. I got not just speed, but power. Psalm 144:1, blessed be Lord my strength. Teach my fingers to fight, my hands to war. After getting saved, become a Christian patriarch, the better at fighting, and stronger and faster. And I remain strong and fast. And I've learned all kinds of muscle techniques. So here, 1, 2, do 1, 2, 3s. So quads. Quad meaning 4 punch combos. Bang, bang, bang. That's 1 like that. Let's hold the quad. From here, it's 1, 2, 1, 2. That's a quad combo. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's basically 1, 2, 1, 2. These are 1, 2, 3s. One, 2, left hook. And my favorite way for the hook is like this. There's different hooks in boxing. You can throw the hook like this or like this. And I like to throw it like this. Go 1, 2, 3 here. And then surprise elbow strike. Take off my hoodie here. Raise, increase the distance. So you can see the power, punching power, speed, swiftness, which is part of the athleticism that I have superior to the average man. The average person could even throw like 30 hard punches without gassing out the average man. And this type of athleticism, fighting athleticism, you typically only see it in elite combat athletes like boxers. The punching power, speed, stamina, endurance, how hard I can hit, how fast, how many punches I can throw without gassing out. You typically only see this level of athleticism in pro combat athletes, like pro boxers. There's at least 75 kilos of water at the bottom. And obviously you can see and hear how water punching, but also you can tell the punching power generated the impact by, and this is standard, there's nothing, there's no cheating, there's no springs in it, it's filled with water at the bottom, and it is what it is. And if I punch it, a lot of people have this in the gym, and I've seen martial arts coaches use one of these to show techniques, and they don't hit as hard, they don't have the thing move like that after hitting it. Punching with a base moves, so that's what I kick it to, it slides. So you can see the impact I've generated. See, and as I'm hitting it with the two, it hits so hard that it lifts and then snaps back. Now because this time due to be shadow banned me working to hide this stream because it's like, you know how disgusting it is. In my previous stream, the gang stalking program called to turn off my live stream because my top prompt, the most popular streams like this when I go live exercising. So it's like, oh, you turn off the chat, you can't send the cyber stalker to the chat for interference. We're gonna have to have call centers calling to turn off his live stream. It's like, oh, now let's do something else. We'll see if the shadow ban or if I get some views. Now, I gotta keep an eye on the stream to make sure that it doesn't happen the same thing again. So the stance switch drill again. Go light. Here's the boxing stance switch drill. A lot of times in my training streams, I start with boxing, then I flow into kickboxing, Muay Thai, which means incorporating knees, kicks, elbow strikes. A lot of times the first part, so the first part of my training is the warm up. I don't warm up. The first part of the training is the warm up. A lot of times I start my training streams by pure boxing, training only boxing. Then after a while of boxing training, meaning punches only, I flow into mixing in elbow strikes, knees, kicks, things like this. So we've been doing boxing other than one flying elbow strike. And now we'll do some more. We'll do a few stance switch drills initially, at least 3 of them. Then we'll do some 3-punch combos, top and bottom. So here's the stance switch drill again. You can use this if you're training martial arts. I figured out myself. So here's a normal static boxing 1-2. Work 1-1-2. 1-1-2. 1-1-2. 1-1, double pump jab, followed by a stiff right hand. Now, it's the stance switch drill again, I like to do. And it's orthodox, starting orthodox stance. So 1-1-2s, 1-1-2s. Now, we mix it up to do the stance switch drill. So, 1, 1, 2, and the way I do the stance switch drill, it's not a thing, certain rules like the Matrix movie. I'm like Ninja Matrix. Paid out better at fighting, and I've been learning fighting, and I got it fast. I'm super fast and hit hard. So, I'm like that guy in the movie in real life. Like in the Matrix, I know Kung Fu, I know boxing techniques, I know Muay Thai, I know wrestling moves. after becoming a Christian, I prayed to God to get better at fighting, and I've gotten a lot better at fighting. I prayed to God to get faster, help me to stay fast, and get stronger. And now I have superhuman athleticism to pay for that. Strength, speed, stamina, quickness. And I've learned all these martial arts techniques, self-trained, self-taught, having God help me. So, anyway, support. If you have enough physical power, you're powerful enough, as I am, you can break the fucking rules of boxing, where people go, you gotta do this. Yeah, men that are weaker than me, they don't have the explosiveness, the strength, speed, power in the body. Like the average man, he might have that perfect body mechanics to generate power. He has to pivot, he has to turn, rotate. But I can break the rules. Where it's like, if you look at YouTube for average Joes, it's like how to punch hard. I don't have to learn how to punch hard or to have videos punching hard. It's like boxing coach, like how to punch hard. Like we have to rotate, pivot, and things like this. Well, I can stand on my knees and I can hit hard. Just arm punching. No lower body rotation, no upper body rotation, no pivoting. I'm having my knees on the ground and I'm just swinging my arms, arm punching, and I can still hit really hard. See there? And I'm just arm punching. And that's hard enough to drop someone with liver shot or break ribs. So there's a poor diminishing returns. So guys that are physically weaker than I am, they might have to use perfect technique to be able to hit hard. Me, I can hit really hard with arm punching, like ridiculous. No technique, no like rotating, no pivoting on the foot and letting the power flow up, and then shoulder rotation and lower body rotation. I can stand here and arm punch and hit really hard. See? So certain rules, like the Matrix movie, certain rules can be bent, other rules can be broken. Here's this dance which really good. See? And once again, breaking the rules where you're not supposed to be able to hit hard without you keeping planted. And that second hard punch, I'm landing it with both my feet in there. See? So certain rules can be bent, other rules can be broken. Show it to you. Look at my feet. See, and both of my feet go in the air as I land that. And that's a hard right hand, hard enough. So that's the establishment drill. But once again, certain rules can be bent if you need to make this, other can be broken. So almost like you have to have both your feet planted to land with power. Well, not me. See? And as I'm throwing it, both my feet are in the air as I'm connecting, and you can tell I'm hitting hard. So I would have to play by the rules of how to hit hard as a weak man, not empowered by God, not trained by God, not taught by God, and not strengthened by God. So it's a stance which will. See? And I'm switching my stance to southpaw, mid punch. From this newly acquired position, neutral position, southpaw stance, I immediately commence jabbing with the right hand as opposed to the left, and power punching with the left. So normally orthodox, which is my natural stance, you jab, you throw light and fast with the left, typically. You jab with the left, and you power punch with the right. Now, the stance which will, as I'm landing the second punch, I switch my stance to southpaw, and I immediately commence jabbing with the left, and power punching, jab with the right, power punch with the left. Do the stance which will a few times here. Go a little bit lighter. And we just start it now without the follow-up. See here, and now we do it with the follow-up. See, and as soon as I landed this, I start jabbing with the right hand, which is delivered a power punch with orthodox stance. See here, start jabbing, power punch to the left. And the power punch can be a hook, it can be uppercut, it can be whatever. So that's the stance drill. Now we'll do some 3-punch combos. And the landing in about a third of a second. Not just being fast, but hitting hard. Here. 1, 2, 3. What I'm doing is 1, and each punch is hard. And active. 1, 2, 3, hook. And if you're a hater and you're in denial, like Edward PF, it's like, oh, I don't like the mic. It has superhuman flesh, so the type that could make a walking Marciano or Mike Tyson. Edward PF, it's like he needs to have a playlist or a channel of other men doing martial arts to have like impressive videos of like moving fast, sitting hard, punching hard to deliver things like this. He needs to have other men in his playlist, whereas me, a Christian man, pray to God to be better fighter, go to boxing, Muay Thai, and I can move or pull with the professionals, my speed, my power, my stamina, endurance. See? And then if you're a hater, you feel like it's careful construction, like a hater, in denial. You know that you made it when it's too good to be true, so you got to go. He's cheating somehow. It's like he's read that, it's got a string in it to make it look as if he's hitting hard or something like this. It's pathetic. Smoke more coffee. Don't smoke coffee because it gives you cancer. So here, do some quads now, 4 punches. And that's the quad, where I go bang, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, 4 times. Now we'll do the 1, 2, 3. Let's get this under here. Keep from sliding. So I show you just one time what happens if I don't have the rights under it. If I kick it, it will slide. Even though there's 75 kilos of water at the bottom at least. And I have this at the lowest setting. See, it slides. And if I punch it, hitting it, it goes up and then stamps down again. See there. So the purpose of the rights under it is to give it some friction, keep from sliding, and if it slams, it'll be a global oil slam. Unlike Edward PF, if I want to have a playlist, I can actually glorify God. See, Edward PF wants to have a video of the impressive training footage. He has that playlist with like Mike Tyson, walking Marciano, and people like this. Because I'm really fighting the ball, like the gang stalking, deep state persecution program. And I'm a Christian man. If I want to have a playlist with impressive athleticism, boxing, hitting hard, like intense training, I have my own videos I can do. I don't have to live vicariously through other men. They'll be blessed by God. Pray to God after getting saved. Get better at fighting and stronger and faster. Like me and the makers have been getting faster, learning all kinds of martial arts systems. Just helped by God. All the boxing I can do in Muay Thai, I've learned it myself. So here, do left lever shot. And this is also this upon diminishing returns, where I can hit so hard with arm punching, I can break your ribs, drop you, knock you out. Just arm punching. I don't have to have perfect body techniques. But it's upon diminishing returns. Harder than this is not necessary. See? And if I hit harder than that, this, I can break my wrist. So this is bare knuckle pretty much. I have no wrists, wraps, and these gloves are not even padded gloves. They're like mechanics gloves, like gloves that you use to, like tactical EDC gloves. There's no padding, no wrist wrap, no nothing. Here's the 1, 2, 3 combo. It's not a combo I do, the speed combo. It's the 4 punch variation, 6 punch variation. It's the 4 punch. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. what I'm doing is 1, no rotation punch to solar plexus gap, 2, 3, 4. So it's 2 straight punches here, followed by 2 body shots. And the 6 punch combo is the same 4 punch base. Bang, 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 only followed by 2 hooks to the head. That's the 6 punch combo with speed. And that's 6 punches. And each punch is hard of them. So here's the punch combo, slow it down. From here, this distance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 punches. Hold a fast landing in. Run a second. Do that again. So the first 2 punches are no rotation punches. From here, I can start off the center line or in the center line. Do it staggered now, keep the same distance. So here, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now do it with speed. See that 6 punch combo is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's another combo, 1-2 combo I can practice. It's setting up an overhead right. As I'm close to the distance, I'm doing a level change. Touching the jab. So from here, jab, turning to a round overhead right. So it's this, and there's different ways I can do it. Here's one more. See here. If I go here, and with these, you gotta be careful. See, that's the overhead right. So how I'm doing it, show you from the left, is step in, do a level change, throw the jab, and then come over the top with the overhead right after. And I can do it from up here too. Stay up here from this distance, bang, jab, and then do the overhead. See, if I keep this going, if I end this and let's start a new one and play more. Keep this going for one more. We're gonna get into some kicks and knees and stuff too. Do some more boxing. 1, 2, 3. So from here, 1, 2, 3. See, that's what I'm doing. So it's the same as the other combo. Rotation punch, solar plexus gap, 2, 3 lever hook. To the lever rib kick, you know. So it's here. Now do it fast. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Now I'll do 1, 2, 3, and then after attack 3 times to the board, attack to the head. Because if you attack to the board, the head can open up. If you attack to the head, the board can open up. So that's intelligent combinations. But if you attack to the head, the door will go up a lot of times. If you open one door, if you close one door, you open another. So if you want to close off my head from person's landing, I'm up there my board, see. If you close one door, another door opens, see. You get attacked to the board, another door opens up here. If you protect up here, you're opening up here. So an intelligent way to attack with combinations is to create openings. So we're attacking to the head level, and reflexively, the body, the person will start coming up when you're landing. Instinctually, I'm trained fighters too. If you hit them to the body, it's like a person is not a trained boxer, they get hit in the body, they might go like this and like cover up, see, which opens up the head. So if you fight an untrained person, trained person, if you land and hurt the person, a lot of times they're also supposed to cover there to protect from successive impact. So attacking 3 times up to the head and then the liver hook. See, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then right after a liver hook. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, left hook to the head. Recall, step into a left hook to the liver. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now with the combo, it goes 3 times to the body and then 1 time to the head with the left hook up here. So here, 3 times to the head, 1 time to the body. 1, 2, 3. Now we go to the body first. 1, 2, 3, 4. The average guy couldn't throw this many attacks in the shadow box, I guess, yeah. I can also incorporate body movement, footwork, where I go, it's good to vary train, so I don't always train the same way. I don't always assume this distance and then remain standing, attacking from here. Sometimes I do. Other times I practice staying out of engagement range, closing the distance, landing combos, and then moving in, out, circling, and things like this. Harder, better, faster, stronger. Not only am I in the male fitness elite, but also the athleticism elite. Masculinity, strength, elite, power, warfare. How powerful you are, fast, hard, how dangerous you are. Not only am I in the fitness elite, only 1 in 25,000 men have a six-pack, about 35. I'm also in the athleticism elite. I'm in the top 10% of fighting athleticism. So the level of athleticism I have, fighting specific athleticism, strength, speed, stamina, endurance, punching power, is unique to pro combat athletes. So I'm in the top tier of athleticism, fighting specific athleticism, which means most people that have this type of athleticism, endurance, how many punches they can throw, how hard they can hit, how fast they can hit, hand speed, punching power, explosiveness, cardio. Most of those people are not me, are pro boxers and things like this. You don't see this type of athleticism in average Joes. Go light and loose to loosen up a little bit. And notice how here, tap, and then this goes here. And then from here I can land that hook, turn it to hook. And after the track left, I can go here, or I can go here. Or I can even go higher. I'm going to put a punch into the elbow is a good way to break his hand. And now I'm trying to close the distance from here, and I can do a blitz jab from the hip. And here, do a back fist. It's not a combat practice. Back fist, followed by left hook. So the back fist is I follow up with the left hook. Well, with a hook. So from here, bang, back fist, keep rotating, which generates momentum for the follow-up hook attack. We'll do a few of those. It's another drill I like to do. But from here, show it to you. Go from here, jab, jab, connect with the jab. Now from here, I'm spinning around, landing, and it can also be a reverse elbow. See here. Now this bang is a good combo. See, and I'm hitting head with a jab, turning around, and it hits harder because so much distance. And if I'm connected with the right, I'm also throwing a left hook. So you see this in Muay Thai, where you generate momentum and force. I wouldn't have to explain this to someone who trains parts of Muay Thai, like force generation. But if you do this, for example, with your arm, part of the impact force of my kick is generated by the arm going down. See, here, down to the side. So if I keep my hands, my guard up, versus the second one was harder, and the only difference was I threw my hand down. This momentum, energy flow, where it's a chain here, starts pulling down, and it makes it kick harder. Same thing with this here. Bang, spinning around, landing a back fist, or miss, and then since I'm already turning my body into rotation, so the left hook makes that much more powerful. So from here, see, and then a neck grab, which is reflex muscle memory from training, grab the neck after any up close. So this here, the force generation, it's here, here, and I break it down. So here, from here now, see there, perfect. That's what I was going for. So there, I land the right fist, back fist, rotate, and land the left hook. And how my skill works is like my body is built for speed. So sometimes if I teach somebody or talk about what I'm doing and I slow something down, I can do a combo fast. The form is better when I do it fast. And if I force myself to slow it down, the form suffers. Which means if I move fast, that's my natural gear, moving fast. And my body is built to move fast, and the technique is everything flows fast. That's my natural movement pattern. So if I force myself to go slow, the form suffers, and it's not the same technique. Now we're going to do that again here. From here. And what I'm doing is connect with the jab, turn around, back fist, land a back fist, land or miss, hit or miss. And then follow in with our left hook. So do it light this time. See, there we go, beautiful. So that's the combo. That's another combo drill I like to do. Where it's back fist, land the back fist, and then a left hook. And I can do it from both sides. Another drill I like to practice is the elbow strike sequence. And all of these training forms that the Holy Spirit, God has helped me after praying God better fighting. I'm self-trained, self-taught. I'm impressive. I'm a part. I can outshine pro martial artists. This be a part. I'm not joking. These are claims. I've done it before I can prove it. I can go pull up Sean Strickland Sugar Sean O'Malley, public workout, showing ridiculous hand speed. I can go out and beat these as fast as him, pro boxer. It's like the media are boasting about this guy's ridiculously fast. And it's a pro athlete. And I have videos being at least as fast. See? It's like, I've done that before. It's like playing public workout footage from pro athletes. And then compare it to myself. And I'm at least on par with them. See? So, anyway, from here, bang. Now notice how this, from here, the chain starts from here, see? Wait, here, turn around, hit, and this is turning my body, and it naturally wants to rotate like the body. So it's bang, 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 see? And it's gross motor skills. It'd be very disgusting if it lands hard on the nose. It could be like a pink mist. So here we go. And then I missed the second one there. So here we go again. There you go. Okay. So that's the sequence. Bang, bang, bang. See? And then from the other side, I can do the same thing. I can also start. I do that from here. Start with the back fist, no tap. But I start with the back fist, bang, and then a hook. From the other side, back fist, and then a hook. So do that a few times. I'm trying to have the air go right behind my back so you can see the hooks. So here we go. So here, no jab this time. And we go from here, and the first back fist. Now from here, this stance, I can catch kicks and punch and stuff. So this is what I call no guard. Okay, this is the no guard because my guard is my speed and my reflexes. See, and I can catch things coming in. It's like if there's the movement pattern makes it look like guys when I kick to my head. I might be able to know which side it's coming to. But if I do this, no matter which way he kicks, it's going to land on my arm, not my head. There's a head kick. So this is what I call no guard. And from here, if you're fast enough, I can attack from here. I can put the guard up if I need to, but I call this no guard. Then the heads hang down, then I can do what I want to do from here. And there's so many things. The only way of defense is not to keep hands covering. It's not the only type of defense is to have a static defense where you're keeping arms here. Another way of defense is to move and have the guard here, and if needed, you can change the guard. You can move away and then put the guard on. As you're moving out, if you start from punching range, and I'm punching here, if I'm punching somebody like, if I'm fighting somebody like Senshai or Walker, somebody who's good at kicking, they have muscle memory for different ranges. See, so it's like this is kicking range. See, this is punching range here, and this is elbow strike range. So if I'm fighting a pro and I'm in elbow strike punching range and I'm punching out and moving out, I want to move out. As I'm moving from punching range backwards, one of the reactions that you might have in a trained kicker is as I'm moving into kicking range, he'll throw a reactive kick to the head. See? Because if I'm close to him here, I find his head shot, and it's elbow strikes and stuff here. And if I start moving out here, as I'm moving out into this distance, his reflex might be to throw a kick to the head as I'm moving into off-throw range for kicks. Okay, which means as I'm moving out, one thing I can do is maybe I'm here, okay, and here as I'm moving out now, notice how the guard goes out. So it's from punching range, and as I'm moving out into kicking range, I'm passing kicking range as I'm moving backwards. My arms go up to intercept kicks to the head. See here. And this I train this sometimes too. Sometimes I train static. We did this desk, we do this live. So I don't only train assuming this distance and train from this range static. I do that sometimes when I'm practicing my combos, which is what? Building muscle memory for if I'm this close to the opponent, I've been drilling connecting from this distance repeatedly. And then if another time, so you can have static, here's the intelligent thing. You can be static in your training, but if you divide your static training enough and make it weird enough, it becomes fluid. See? So, say if I'm only practicing from here, I'm building muscle memory from connecting from this distance. See? And if this is the only distance I train for, I'm only building muscle memory for connecting from this distance, like hand-eye coordination. I'm only building muscle memory for connecting from this distance. See? And in a fight, I might get this distance, this distance, this distance, and I haven't only been training for connecting at this distance, which means still it's valuable, because if I can break that distance, get at that distance, my muscle memory, my brain, hand-eye coordination knows that from this range, I can connect it. But the muscle memory from training here, it's training muscle memory for connecting from this exact distance. See? And it can be some differences because if I connect with the first punch here, and then after the second punch here, it's moving. See? So I can be static and practice sometimes just combos and connecting and blocking from this distance. And then I can just change the distance and be static and keep the same distance. And from here I have to lean in, see? I like to make little games for myself sometimes. Where it's like, I'm not allowed to move my feet, see? I have to make candy like my feet are in cement. So everything I'm doing now, except for both limitation, I'm not allowed to move my legs. Because part of my legs might be the defense, shoot and scoot, tank scoring tactics, hit hard, move out, see? And I'm out of engagement distance. And I'm in kicking range, see? So from here now, to use this distance, and I can practice, rather than from this fixed distance, I can practice from here, practice closing the distance, and then start on a combo. So acquiring the distance I was using before static. And from here, see, and I close the distance and connect. Then I can practice moving out, and then out here again, and as you said this. So even if you're static, it becomes less static if you vary enough. So static is like you're always training from this distance. See? Now if I train static from only this distance, and I'm building muscle memory from connecting from this exact distance that I'm maintaining, see? That's muscle memory, which translates to fighting, because if I'm fighting, there's a certain moment where that is the distance, and my brain has been training connected to that distance. And the muscle memory, it knows, see? It's like head-eye coordination. If I practice on a ping pong ball and punching it, my brain is getting the skill, experience of when it's here, throw the punch and I'm connecting, see? And there might be a moment where the ball is coming from over here, but there's still this distance, see? Do you understand? If I have a tennis ball hanging from the roof, and I'm practicing connecting at this distance, there might still be a more fluid situation where the ball comes from here, but at one point it is that distance that my brain has been practicing the object in this spot connecting it. See? So training static has value, and if I keep it static, it's like, okay, pick another static distance and throw everything from here. Now it's a different distance. And I'm training there. Now I can practice from here too, and practice closing the distance and connecting. And I can also hit moving away. I can hit moving in, moving away. See, and I'm riding the punches. That's another skill I've been doing, where I'm using a punch to build distance. See, so mid-punch is a combo. I deliver punches and I want to move out. So I can go ride the last punch in the sequence, push off of it, and use it to push myself off. Now, obviously, you should be able to jump back like this, but it becomes easier. So I'm going to show you that, like an elevator punch. With the last punch, I'm using it to push off and create distance. So here, see, and as I'm connecting, I'm pushing off. So I hit snapping, and then I push and push myself off. So basically, it's connected with a punch, and then I'm lifting my legs, understand? And my punch is hard enough to where if I'm connecting with the punch and my feet are in the air, Newton's third law of motion dictates every action has an equal opposite reaction. Whatever the punch is, if it's 300 kilos of impact, there's 300 kilos of push backwards, and I'm 75 kilos or so, which means it's more than enough to push me backwards. Recalls. Newton's third law of motion, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So as many kilos I'm delivering to the body with a punch at given intensity, okay, there's as much force going back into my body. See, so if there's 80 kilos going here, there's 80 kilos going here, into my hand, my wrist, and so on and so forth. So it doesn't even have to be a hard, snappy punch. It can be a pushy punch. But I'll show you now. I'm going to lift my legs and just push off. See, and just lifting my legs, tied, see, tied to this. See, and I'm just lifting my legs as I'm pushing off. See, and it's no leg power. I can also use my legs to jump out. But this is arm power only. See, and I'm pushing off. So with the punch now, not pushing, I can go here, tap, tap. See, and as I'm impacting, it pushes me back. See, at least somewhat. Especially to the body, if you land flush in the middle here. Tap. See there, okay, there's a lot of power. So here, see there, that sequence. Where it's bang, 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 elevator punch, and I ride that punch. Now, and then you got to see the previous drill I like to do at greater speed. So this is the elbow strikes. I'll show you different combos. I've already shown let's run down the list of combos again. So here's combos that I figured out myself and use for training. And I should spend a lot of time explaining it. It's like why it makes sense things like this. Like for example, if you see me training, I have a bottle or a tennis ball and I'm playing knife fighting martial arts. And I hit it and it swings away from me, maintain the guard, and I'm practicing connecting with it coming in, it swings off again. Next time I'm connecting with an uppercut stab, it moves up, next connecting with this. It's like, it's useful, and then you can explain it to somebody that doesn't understand. What is that used for? If I have a ball, which is often I use for training, suspend an empty plastic bottle from the ceiling, and I can use it for boxing, hit it, it swings away, and then I can practice, what am I practicing? Timing accuracy, reflexes, where it's not static. I hit something, it's something small that's moving, that I'm getting better at connecting with successfully, building muscle memory, which is like a small jaw that's moving around, at me, away, up and down. And doing that, you're practicing in a way that leads to real world fighting ability. If that's stick fighting, knife fighting, boxing, whatever, you can practice for kicks too. Like the toe kick. If I have a bottle, hit it, and then as it's coming at me, kick under the bottle. That's practicing the uppercut kicks, the toe kicks under the jaw. So that's training that makes sense in the real world. We're actually improving fighting by the training. So, as I go with this, yeah, that's one of the advantages of training with this type of dummy over a heavy bag. Because a heavy bag is so big and heavy, it's a big target, it never becomes small. And it doesn't move fast all around, see. So this gives you what a heavy bag gives you. You can hit it, see, and kick it and everything else. But what it has the heavy bag doesn't have, if I hit it, it moves away, which means I'm practicing fighting reflexes where I'm outside of distance, see, and the person's head is moving towards me, I'm practicing connecting the right timing. Or with a hooking attack, see, with the right timing, and not the wrong timing so I miss, or wrong timing so I hit behind it, see. So, do you see how it generates head movement as I'm impacting with it? Whereas the heavy bag is always the same target zone, and the heavy bag doesn't really have head movement. Whereas this is a little head, so you're practicing hitting a human cranium, and there is a little jaw, where a heavy bag is a flat surface. So I practice uppercuts, I'm still hitting a flat surface. Whereas here, if I'm hitting uppercuts, I'm actually connecting under the jaw. See? So it's more realistic. And it's a small target that moves left, right. So being aggressive generates defense in the dummy, meaning I'm connected with my attack. And if you see the last hook, he moves first back, back, and then starts to move back again, left hook, which moves his head like this, which a head will move upon impact like that. So it's not perfect because a pro boxer might be tucking the chin and doing circles and things like this for head movement, but still it's a head that's moving. So here, and it's training impacting where the head is moving away from you, back, it goes up and down, as I said this. So there's advantages to this dummy over a heavy bag. Now, don't try what you see me doing at home. This is basically bare knuckle, where there's no wrist straps, it's just like a sweatband here. And these are regular, like tactical gloves. They're not padded, not sports gloves. So this is pretty much bare knuckle training. And you don't want to try this yourself because you can break the wrist. So, I can also teach knuckle conditioning, but coming from a person that has conditioned knuckles. You can search my channel. I have a video where I do superhero training, where I punch a bulletproof steel plates. It's like 3 people could hit that hard on something that by breaking the hand. It's like ding, 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 and I'm hitting hard and fast on bulletproof steel plate. And I'm not breaking my hands. The weak link is the skin a lot of times, because you can't really condition the skin. And the more cuts you have on the skin, it creates scar tissue. So it's actually weakening the hand in terms of you're more likely to have it open up and start bleeding. So the weak link is the skin, and I can teach people how to condition knuckles because I have conditioned knuckles where I can punch wood boards. I got big experience punching wood boards and steel and things like this while breaking my hands. And I can teach you how to condition your knuckles if you're interested in that. And simply some things is you can do push-up on the knuckles. You can also get a wood board, and it's like progressive overload where you tap it gently and you're conditioning the bone. And then after a while, so basically it's like you hit where it's a little bit uncomfortable, like you condition your shin bones or like this. It's not like feeling really good. It's like impacting. Not so much that it's super painful. Not that the pain is the problem, but the pain can be an indication that you're creating an injury. So you don't want to be too painful, it can be uncomfortable. So you find how hard you can hit it, the wood board, like holding a wood board and tapping it like this, to where it's a little bit uncomfortable, not painful. And then after doing that for a while, you can hit it a little bit harder, maybe 5% harder. Uncomfortable, but not pain. And eventually you can go full power punches on the wood board without breaking it. So it can take time to condition knuckles. It's not overnight. One of the first things I started doing as a teenager after becoming a Christian, started to get better fighting, I would tape, when I still lived in my mom's house, we had concrete pillars outside of the house, and I would tape newspapers to them, to one of these like brick pillars, I would say. It's like that hold up the second floor, brick pillars. And I would tape a newspaper on it and then punch it, like lightly, throw punches on it as conditioning. I've also been doing push-ups on the knuckles. And the way to do push-ups on the knuckles, there's like level 1, there's level 2. I can show you the level 1. The level 1 push-ups on the knuckles is just doing push-ups on the ground like this. And then level 2 would be when you're jumping up. And you can do it smaller too. Like this. But that's higher level, and you start at a lower level. Anyway, check the angle, get better training. Right in the bread basket. And if it was out of distance, if I would have had a hook signal, I could have grabbed the neck and I pulled it into a knee, for example, something else. But it wasn't a distance. So from here, see here. Now we're gonna do 3-4. Mix it up. Now we're gonna do it more fluid. We're gonna be circling. I'm gonna be throwing the toe kicks, shin breaking, knee breaking, toe kicks. These are steel cap shoes, and I've invented my whole self-defense, street fight self-defense martial art form, steel cap shoe fighting. So if people don't understand, it's like you'll tell me you will break. It's happened before hitters come in and start throwing cap shoe kicks like this, and this is a hard plastic. See, and then people come in and tell me, Mike, you gotta break your toes, because they're assuming they don't understand what I'm doing. Okay, it's like the steel caps. So if you don't believe that the steel caps, this is my cold steel mini dagger. And I promise you, I'm not Wolverine with adamantium toe bones, okay? What you're hearing is steel on steel. So basically, it's like similar to throw boxing punches with brass knuckles. So a toe kick can be effective in of itself. I saw a guy in one FC called the Silencer pull it off. And I'm sure that it's like, as I've been training these type of kicks, see, this haters to be like, Mike, that's a quote, this kick stupid, haha, that's not even a real kick, stuff like this. But I liked when I saw a pro Muay Thai fighter, not surprisingly a Thai man, fighting in one FC. And they upload to a YouTube channel, they upload short sometimes, like fight highlights. And he landed a toe kick with good effect. And that's without steel cap shoes. So if a toe kick is used by pro martial artists effectively, apparently it's not a silly technique that is an idiotic thing. See? And toe kicks without, like barefoot is how effect, can be effective. Now imagine how effective the same kick can be with steel caps. So here's a toe kick, like a Punisher. You can search 1FC toe kick, and you see that the Silencer show up. And he landed in the middle of a fight. You can see what's effective because his opponent was here, see? And the toe kick is like a boxer's uppercut. I've been training that for a long time, so I'd like to see it being used effectively in a Muay Thai fight. So the guy had a wide guard, and then the Silencer got in between the guard. It's the same thing. If my guard is like this, and I fight a boxer, if he's fast enough and has trained, he could get an uppercut in between the guards here, attack all his openings. It's similar to that. If the guard is like this is blocking up kicks to the head. See, this is the guard, like this here. Now, notice how it's open in the middle, which means a push kick to the head can land, or a swift uppercut kick under the jaw. So here's the up kick. See, there. And once again, the advantage to train one of these, you actually have to connect under the chin with it. We'll do some more light up kicks. See here. See, there you go. And you can land under here, or if the chin is tucked, you can land to the front of the face. The same kick. So you might say ultimately it lands under the chin. But if the chin is tucked, it can still land to the front of the face due to the direction of the kick. Here, also the steel cap shoe kicking. Using orthodox, I show you some steel cap shoe kicking techniques and combos. I developed. So here's steel cap shoe kicking. Now if you notice, what are chief target zones? Muay Thai is a brutal sport. And what I'm training is also a brutal self-defense sport. So Muay Thai in of itself, like a guy like Boka or Senchai or any of these guys, they're gonna be most likely to win a street fight just because they're good at elbow strikes, orthodox kicks, impact with the shin bone and bone of foot of this. So this is not, when I'm training this, I'm not like promoting if you get in a street fight and some guy pushes you or like smacks you over the head if you're kicking with steel cap shoes repeatedly. But it's like a biological self-defense use of weapons. Let's say Senchai Boka was wearing steel cap shoes, and especially somebody that already is good at kicking, has this athleticism and speed and action with the legs and things like this. Imagine how effective they could be with steel cap shoe fighting, in steel cap shoe fighting system. Because it's the same kicks adapted. A lot of kicks that I figure out like effective ways to throw kicks with the steel caps. It's the same base, it's the same kicks as Muay Thai kickboxing kicks, only the distance changes, is what I discovered. So here's some more orthodox kicks impacted with my shin bone. Here. Or here, from the right. And I'm pulling my kicks because if I hit too hard and it breaks, the shoe will fly off. I would have to adjust the fit. There's a way to do that. But here's a normal kick, impact with shin bone. See here. And I'm impacting here. Now notice how from here, here is the same kick, only, and that was impacted right above the ankle. It's the same kick, bottom limit. Only the distance changes. So if you know how to kick Muay Thai, kickboxing, instead of impacting here from this distance, only the range is different. And it's the same kick, only at further range, which means this kick at this range is impacted the shin, and at further range is impacted with the toes. See? So it's the same kick. Shin, further range, same kick, and I'm impacting the toes. So this, for people that are already trained fighters, like they train Muay Thai athletes, it'd be easier to get them effective at steel cap shoe fighting. And where could that be used? Well, let's say if Sensei is fighting one guy in Thailand, he might not need to use steel cap shoes or something like this. But if you find like a pack of dogs that attack him in the street, or several people attacking with weapons, they're not fighting fear. So if you improvise the shoes and use them as a weapon, you're equalizing it. Now, Bible also says let's use weapons. So, for example, for dog fighting dogs, steel cap shoe kicks can be especially effective. And steel cap shoes can also be used to, it's less dangerous. One of the ways of doing knife fighting is, one thing you can do is try to kick the knife, which is dangerous because you can get cut and stabbed by the knife as you try to kick it, like kick the knife off. So these shoes have a Kevlar insole at the bottom, so it's rubber and a layer of Kevlar, and it's designed to step on nails and glass. See, so I can use the bottom of the foot as a shield. See, and kicking is less risky. Kicking to a knife because this is steel cap at the top, and there's a Kevlar insole at the bottom. It can also make kicks more effective at dogs if you try to bite you while they're stealing a Kevlar on one side. And if you're kicking a dog that's charging you in the head or in the rib cage, that can really fuck up the dog. I saw a video where Boss Schulden told a story where there was a Rottweiler charging him, and he kicked it, low kicked it, coming in, and the dog was like, okay, a Rottweiler, according to the story. Now imagine how much more effective kicking be if you're kicking an impact with a steel cap. See, especially to a low level like a dog's head, see, where you're kicking, and target zones for dog fighting will be the head and also the rib cage here. So basically, if an animal is charging you and you kick to it, it makes the kick more effective no matter where you land, basically. And it's also less dangerous because you get beaten or something. So I'm gonna show you these steel cap shoe combinations. So here, target zones, chief target zones fighting humans, be the knees, the shin bones, and pretty much anywhere else, the ribs, the traditional target zones. But cap kicks to the shin bones is something you wouldn't do normally. Cap kicks can land to certain places, but without the cap shoes, you wouldn't try to toe kick to the shin bone because it's going to split your toes and break your toes. Okay, so with steel caps, it unlocks techniques. This would have broken my toes if I wasn't wearing the steel cap shoes. I mean, I can feel how hard I'm hitting if I wasn't wearing the cap shoes. I wouldn't be able to impact that hard. See, and this is hard plastic here. So if you look at this dummy here, my knee is at this level, see, which is chief target zone. Knee is here. Shin bone is from here, see, down to here. So here's the ankle level. Here's the shin bone. So the shin bone is basically from here to here. See, it's from here to here is the shin bone level. And then this level is the knee, okay? And that's from static, normal standing, and up raised leg. So the shin bone and the knee, it can be up here. So when I'm practicing kicking to the groin, that's also practicing kicking to the leg if it's in a different level. So here's some of the steel cap shoe fighting techniques. And it's a 1, 2, 3 combo I developed. So it's 1, 2, 3. So it's similar for one thing or many things. 1, 2, 3. It's like a 1-2 boxing 1-2, only using the legs. 2 straight kicks, just like a 2 straight punches. So it's the same foundation, it's the same fighting understanding applied to kicking. See, it's a boxing 2 straight punches. This is the tattoo fighting. 2 straight kicks, see, followed by a hook, which is the same thing, kicking with the legs as punching with the hands. A combo like 1, 2 straight punches followed by a hook attack. Either 1, 2, 3, or we understand. So it's 2 straight attacks followed by a hook attack, and it's the same thing applied to kicking. And if you look at my legs here, see, the first kick can be to the lead leg, and the second kick can be if the lead leg is moving, the second kick is connecting, and then the third leg can be anywhere. It can be anywhere, the third kick. But as a base, just like a 1-2 can be 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it can be 1, 2, 3. But the basic is attacking to the legs. Directly disabled one. So here, 1, 2, 3. 3, a hook. So it's 1, 2, 3. And like boxing, it's the first one is lighter and quicker. See? And then the 2 has more charge up. Like, see, from the boxing, left punch is here, and the left arm is weaker, generally, in all types of boxer. And there's less distance to counter. So that's why you get why the left is lighter, is because your left arm is not as strong as your right arm, typically. And the distance is not as much. So I punch from here, I can hit pretty hard. But if I punch same technique from here, step in, and it's the same force I use to launch the punch in my arm, but I'm moving forward, and the punch is like it starts from here, and it's a lot longer. So acceleration and distance equals power. The greater the acceleration, the greater the distance, the more power. So here, 1, 2. Why is the 1 not as hard as the 2? It's because it's closer, see? So the 1 is thrown from here, see? And then the 2 is thrown all the way almost to my shoulder, see? 2. So this punch is harder because it travels a further distance. See? So the first one is from here, second one is all the way from over there. Secondly, another reason the 2 is harder is because it's by right arm. And people's right arm, they are right-handed. 9 out of 10 times it's going to be harder. Stronger. It's the same thing. 1, 2, 3. Applied to kicking. For one thing or many things. Musashi wrote the book of 5 minutes, scoring no show. And he talked about from one thing or many things. Once you see the word broadly, you see everything like this. So I don't have to remember the quotes, I understand it. So here, 1, which is boxing, see, look, see, and I can actually do that too. This is really hard to block. If I'm standing in front of you with training and with fighting in the pocket here, I can surprise, as I'm attacking to your head, I can also attack your legs. See, so I can go, see, I can throw 2 punches, so you attack here and down here at the same time. Or I can go bang, and then kick and punch at the same time. Or go bang, 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 see. I go bang, 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 bang. And as I'm attacking up here, I can be attacking downstairs too, and like work in low kicks, low straight kicks to the legs as I'm attacking upstairs. So here, I want to know many things. 1, 2, and you can see how I'm hitting hard. That would drop you. That landing would drop a lot of people. This is hard enough to knock somebody out. Some people don't have 2 knockout power. Okay, so anyway, here's the point. So 1, 2. Boxing 1, 2, and tight to stick up through fighting. 2 straight attacks. 1, 2, see. It's the same thing. One single meant 10,000 things. 1, 2, boxing 1, 2. 1, 2. Stick up through fighting. 1, 2. And see, it's the same thing. Upstairs and downstairs. So it's straight attack. And notice my body, where the left foot is closer, like my left arm. And it's like a line, see? See? 1, 1. So this is the jab kick. See? Straight, close distance, followed by a short up forward 2. So see? 1, 2. 1, 2, and a harder 1. So because of my hips, it's the shoulder, it's mirrored, see? Boxing, 1, 2. Still cut through fighting, 1, 2, where the hip it's low from further back, which makes it harder. And then there's also, I can put hip rotation into it as well, or leaning forward like this. So it's bang, 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 bang. See, it's the same thing. Very nice. Now for a left kick. This license is brought to me by Dental Clinics America. I was pulling that, but you can kick up there, and the light tap is all you need. There's no ways I can kick with this. Toe kick. And that one, I was happy with that one. Upper row of teeth, no 7. Same target zone again. Approach and guarded. Another thing I like to do in my training is to capitalize on mistakes. So for example, if I hit here, I miss this, end up here. I'm training recovery from this awkward position. Okay? So here, simply a miss brings me here. Now I'm practicing quickly recovering from here and attacking effectively from this newfound position. So let's get them on the cushioning again. And we're going to do some free-flowing training. Steel cap. That's a 1, 2. And imagine what this is. Break the shin bone, the knees. One of those landings can be enough to get a point on the ground. It's up to you what you do to them. The Bible local laws for self-defense use of weapons at all times. So if you don't understand what this could do, a pro martial artist would understand. A pro martial artist, a Muay Thai fighter or a UFC fighter, if they knew I'm having steel cap shoes and they see how hard I'm hitting, they understand what it can do to you. You can search UFC shin break or UFC leg break, and that's the effect it can have. So bone on bone, in conditioned shin bone martial artists, they have harder shin bones due to conditioning. Bone on bone can break bone. Checking a kick, kicking into a check can break somebody's bone, shin bone. So kicking with a steel cap into the shin bone, that's even more dangerous. So from here, notice, here's me. Notice where my legs are. This, once again, from this reach here, this is where the ankle begins. And this is where the knee level ends, no, the shin bone. So this, from here to here is the shin bone. And then here to here is the knee target zone. So here, achieve target zone for stick up shoe kicks or the knees and shin bones. But from here, start my sequence. 1, 2. Straight kicks into the shin bone or the kneecap. See? 1, 2. See? And then here's the combo. I combo like this. Stick up shoe 5. And it's the 1, 2 boxing combo. 1, 2 hook. It's 1 straight attack, 2 straight attack, 3 a hooking kick. And the hooking kick can be to the side of the body. And let's keep the low level. So if it's a low level, it can be to the side of the knee, side of the leg, or maybe the leg is in a check position. As you saw the 1, the leg go up, and the 3 ends up being a different way. Now, the beauty is, if you miss the shin cup, if the person goes to the distance and I'm waiting to counter and catch the coming in with a stick up shoe kick. If you understand, so it's moving at me, and I'm here, and I'm going to connect with that, the rib cage, as it comes in. If they move faster, my timing is off, there's still a regular shin bone kick behind it. If I miss with this, and this closer, I'm still impacting the shin bone. So here, 1, 2, and I have a target from stick piece of tape. 1, and I like to do a hop step, quick one. So it's like showing it in practice here. And if I end up from here, the left becomes hard. If I launch it from here, step in, bang. Maybe I want to generate more power, like you would charge up a knee, certain types of knee attacks. So but everyone knows how to kick. It'd be easy for them. I don't try anything you see me do at home and Bible local laws regard self-defense use weapons all the time. So here, show you the 1, 2, 3 again. 1, 2, down to my tippy toes I do sometimes. See, so it's 1, and I can throw it straight from here. Just throw the leg forward. See, 2, lean back a bit if I want to. Or I can assume this guard and be on my toe where it's like I'm constantly checking kicks. So a lot of times I like to have this guard, like here, where I'm tapping my toes. Because this is sliding, and if there's a kick here, you don't want to be like this and catch a hard kick to the leg. So here, it's like it's barely touching the ground. This is something I like to do in training. Use this guard, this movement pattern. See, where I end up like idling, like a car. So it's here, idling. And here, if there's a kick, it hurts me less because you're not absorbing. If it's like you're planted, you get kicked and it can break your knee and hurt you. So the reason that pro martial artists, like Muay Thai fighters, like raise the leg to catch a kick is because you don't want to catch a kick like this, because if it's hit here, it can break my knee and like really hurt me. So if I raise it, the energy can be bleeding off by moving the leg. See? If I kick here, the energy is being transferred into what I'm hitting. But if the, see here, gives you more resistance. Now, if I raise the leg and I get hit, the leg can move, which bleeds some energy. It's similar to if you get hit in the head with a boxing punch versus if you get hit while moving back. It robs the attack of power, moving away from the attack. So raising the leg helps the leg to move if it's connected with. So I like to use this in between my training. I end up doing this kind of like an idling maneuver in between things. This is, for example, here. See, and here this might be counter move, where I'm moving, bam, 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 move back, and then I'm countering, waiting for the person to come at me for something. Now, if I get kicked, it's like 50% of the time, the leg is in the air like a check. And the other 50% of the time, it's just barely touching the ground. See? And from here, I can suddenly, having active hands, active legs, it makes it easy for me to connect and harder for you to see down when I throw something. If I start like this, it's telegraphing if I'm still. And then suddenly my leg jerks. It's like that's telegraphing. But if my leg is already moving, and your brain is on like the leg is constantly moving, so my legs start to move, it's not an indication about to throw a kick. See? So if I'm like this, and then all the time my leg starts moving, is when I'm going to throw a kick. Now the leg is constantly moving, and any time from the leg moving up and down, it can move up in a kick. See? And the right ways. So this here, I like to do this. And then I kind of like I'm toe dancing, tap dancing on my tippy toes. So that is also how for the 1, 2, 3 stick up shoe find combo. So or one of the ways to execute the 3 combo. 2 straight, 1 hooking attack. So it's this. We go southpaw. 1, 2, 3. See there? That's 1, 2, 3. And it's the kicking equivalent to a boxing 2 straight attacks followed by hooking attack. Only down here. So from southpaw. See? See? And then that's a kick. So it's. And see, I return back. So it's bang, bang, and then down here, tippy toe, idle position, and then the third. See, so it's 1, 2, 3. You don't have to do that, but that's what I have to do. You after landing the 1, 2, down to the tippy toe, and then use that as a trigger. Once I touch ground, I'm launching the third one. See? So it's here, 1, 2. So it's a trigger. Touching ground is a trigger. That's a trigger button. So it's bang, bang, and it goes back to the side, more or less. So the position where you throw the hooking attack can be different. But it's bang, bang, retract. It can be retracted here or here or here. But it's bang, bang, retract, and then tippy toe, and then throw from the tippy toe the hooking attack. So that's a good combo to the ground level. See, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And I can keep it tight and control, or I can make it viable. Now, what can this hooking kick also be? It can be a sweep. It can be a trick. It can be getting the person on the ground. So a slow motion kick is a way to sweep your opponent and throw them on the ground. They use the legs to take people out all the time in Muay Thai. So a kick can also be a sweep. They could be here, here. See this. This can also be connection on the side of the leg, and I continue pulling. You have a chance of grounding the opponent, like a trick. Notice how I'm using my elbows as a guard a lot of times. Okay, now do a few more stick up shoe. We'll do a lap, okay, a circle. Mix up a little bit. And I'll be throwing kicks to the chin. 1, 2, 3, all around the car. do 3 full rotations, I'm gonna switch the leg and do it mirror. And as I'm circling left, the natural kick is to kick like this. As I circle to my right. Hey. 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 The violence causes silence. Now, after 3 laps, I'm going to turn around and use the southpaw stance. The next mirror. And to build the precision and stuff, I'm doing it slower because I'm not used to a form like this. So I'm focused on my form rather than trying to do it as fast. See, southpaw, I'm working to drill and get better at throwing kicks for this position, and I'm not trying to make it as fast, but I'm focusing on maintaining good form. Because I can do it as fast with the right as the left, meaning mirror. But it can be sloppier. There's a tendency to be sloppier or end up having this one of the kicks be sloppier. So from this, doing 3 laps of this, counterclockwise. Now I'm going to switch and do southpaw 3 laps this way. So, wait a minute. Left, yeah, it'll be this way. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I can do the hop step or whatever. Now we focus. The main thing, I'm going to do 3 laps clockwise now on the southpaw stance. There we go. And we go light now. Lighter. That regulates the intensity of this here. Mainly like repetitions over a few hollows. Just tap it. think there's one or two left to go. I really have friction versus out of my songs, so that's why I would like to. Now, we'll do some takedown for my ground car. Now, after running start, we do it from close range. We can practice push first. Set the takedown up. In the same way that I set the takedown up is to, like I would do, to set up the overhead. Level change, overhead right, attacking, level change, and my base is here. I'm ready to explode forward here. Just reach in behind the legs and behind the back, and then explode forward. And this, a lot as I say, the grappling to the end part of training, because this is one of the most energy intensive parts of the training. So when you want to create explosive energy from your legs, that's things like this. Now here we go. From here now, from here, see here, where I go from here, punch with a jab, punch with a jab here. That's moving in. See? And then push forward. And then upon a successful takedown, I transfer to a round pound. So from here, do it a few times with the step in, 3 times with the step in. And then here, elbow strike down the pound. We do 3 times with the step in. And there's different ways to score the takedown. If you have it locked behind the back here, if you're powerful enough, just exploding forward here, having the arm around the belly, it's almost impossible to defend a takedown. It's too late if I get into this position where I have my arms behind your knees, behind the legs. Once I push forward, it's almost impossible. Meaning, if I have both your legs and then push forward, that's super hard. It's hard to get that position, and it's also very hard to defend it, nearly impossible. Meaning, if I can get here, and have my arms behind the legs, and then with the right time push forward, pulling at the legs while pushing on top of the legs, explosively, it's almost impossible to not be taken down. Now, even with a lower quality position, like here, behind the back. If I push and pull, I can still throw takedown. So we'll do this. Also, this is here. Let's see here, I go in here. And how I start locking it is this. Okay, so I go here, here. And it's similar to doing a sequel show, guillotine or something, where I'm pushing here and I'm holding here, see. So that's the lock that I'm using right now. So from here, see here, and it's also like throwing a haymaker here. I need to more control and push like this against the chest and then slide around it. But I like to train like this to see here, where it goes like I'm throwing a punch. And actually move it like that. Depending on how you do it can disguise the takedown attempt. Because from here, and they see the arm move like this, they might throw a wild overhand is called like a punch to the head. They might misread it and not understand that you're about to throw a takedown. Because this haymaker movement is the same way that I throw my power shots, Roy Nelson, overhand right attacks, or other things. So especially if I do that a few times, you think it's a sports fight. And a few times in the fight, I do this. See, hero mix. And then if I use the same movement, but it's a takedown, and I go down and then throw around haymaker overhead, it's a takedown, which I maybe cover up, see? Especially if you set it up, it's like you throw that a few times, miss it, and like, oh, the wild haymaker is coming flat my head. You can deceive it and go, see, and it's a takedown. It's a, from here, it's thrown forward and then locking and doing a takedown instead. There's different ways I can lock this rear naked choke here. I can cradle the back of his cranium with my left hand here. Or I can go for my shoulder and squeeze. The bigger the person is, the harder it is to lock it behind my back. And the easier it is to use his head to lock it. So here, now there's another I can do, and this is a kind of solo training match where I figure out ways to train takedown defense, takedowns, chokes on the dummy, maximizing the type of training I can get out of this. This is grappling. So a defensive move is if he shoots on me, see, and he wants to get here and get his arms behind my back or legs and do a takedown, I can sink in this choke here. So it's the same thing, only if I'm going here to do a takedown here. I want to get my arms, and there's different ways to spin a tap, but I want to get my arms locked behind me so I can push forward off the back leg. Okay? And the lower it is, my arms, the more leverage I have. See? It's like if you pull in the middle of my body, now if you pull the same force at my knees, behind my knees, it's so much harder for me to stay upright. So from here, for the takedown, I can go here, see? Here, sneak around and get here. Or on the other side, bang, 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 here. Okay. Now if he wants to do a takedown on me, I can practice here, pull him in, and then lock it here. And then obviously from here I can also do knees. Or roll. I can work to maintain it, so a lot of times I want to go down low and be stable here, and get low here, and now possibly I can roll. They roll over my shoulder. Or keep it here. And then go for your knees. Maybe set up a roll by throwing knees tightly to the bottom or maintaining the hold here. Now this is easier said than done because it's arms anyway. I can reverse it and get this back. Okay. Now I have it reenacted there. There's different ways you can go around in a cat. And then here, and then roll back and get our arm over. Hey buddy, gotta practice more. Now we have arms. And then get him here. Knee, just one arm now. Knee, thrown down. If he's still here, get his arm here. Sit down here, and then like this. And I'm both squeezing my nutsack. And cool, so. Hey. Go try this one. It's safer to kick. One of the risks with high kicks in a street fight is you're more likely to do a takedown yourself throwing high kicks. And the stakes for falling on the ass in a street fight is higher than a sports arena because they have like the cushioning drop. So for sports fighting, kicking to the head is dangerous, more dangerous both for your opponent and for you. Because if you throw high kicks, you're more likely to fall on the ground. Statistically. Now, we'll do some more training here. It's better. People don't understand fighters about the warrior punch at the shoulder. You're a fucking idiot. In a boxing match, you're more likely to throw. Why do I use the shoulder as an uppercut target? I'm not training what's to be punched the shoulder. I'm not training kicking or punching to the shoulder. I'm training kicking and punching to the head if and when it's at this level. Which people walking into the ring like Conor McGregor might be walking as tall as possible, and people might be at the stare down, make themselves like as tall as possible, and I'm walking to the ring like this, like this. But in the middle of a fight, boxing or UFC, you're more likely to have this target, so you're not trying to maintain like the optimal height all the time. See? So it's more common than not that people will purposely make themselves shorter mid-fight, which has offensive and defensive advantages, which means you're more likely to throw and land an uppercut in boxing Yeah, I should throw it here. See here, long range uppercut here. Now you more like to throw and land it if the head is in this position, this level. See, you more like to throw and land an uppercut if and when the opponent's head is in this level. What will happen either by bending at the knees or leaning or mid-punch, sort of punches. See, notice where my jaw is. Like if I throw punch at the shadow box. See, notice how as you're moving around, you don't, if you know what to do, you don't fight tall like your styles. Like you always fight tall and never move your head down. Like you always maintain your chin at this exact level, no matter what you do. That's what kind of punch you want. So the shoulder, I use the shoulder of the dummy to practice uppercuts and kicks to the cranium. So when you see me attacking to the shoulder, don't assume that I'm practicing attacking to the shoulder. I'm practicing kicking to that level in case the head is at that level. And it can also be attacking to the shoulder from home. So from here, for example, here's the uppercut kick. Right, left. Now, if I'm like this, for example here, this is practicing kicking to the head when it's at that level, or punching. So now we'll do a different training. I'll show you this angle. No look now. Like a peripheral vision of body size. Connecting once, that's my brain's no distance, which helps connect the second punch or attack. Flying elbow takedown is the rear maneuver. Go check what the angle is. Yeah, okay. 3 right, 3 left, real time. 3 that connect, so which means if I will miss one, connect and 3, then switching. And these 3 per side was straight, and then I'll angle them more. Still 3 right side, 3 left side. And this one, I made it more from the side rather than straight. So the first 3 kicks were more straight, like this. 1, 2, 3 right kicks to right side, followed by 3 left kicks to left side. Now it's 1, see, or more suddenly, not 6 to 12, kind of this angle. So it's 3, 3, 3, 3 on each side, alternating. And with 3 repetitions, I and being playful as I'm executing the repetitions. So it's not that a rep is a rep. It depends on the neuroplasticity level while you're doing the reps. It is one factor that. 1, 2, 3. If I had a child, I would have envious haters that are inferior and hating being stalkers, work for the program, being the program being saying that I suck. Why? Because I'm the opposite of suck. And I've never had a hater say that I'm suck at something. If I go to the channel, they have videos doing better, doing it all. It's like I've only had people that hate on me when I'm doing something. If I go to the company's channel, I don't have any videos of myself doing the same thing. It's like I could throw better punches. I go to the channel, they have no videos, so that's no punches. This is the straight kick angle. Uppercut kick. And then here's a little bit like this. Maybe we do the count until we're at this level. I can also do similar to how Senshai does his cartwheel kick. When I go here and throw like an overhead kick that comes diagonally from above. Step 3. A little bit more from the side. 3. Now a little bit more from the side. Now, right side. Now we'll do this. That's a sideways push kick. You can make it push your slightly. We'll do a few insult kicks. I'll explain what I call the insult kick a bit later. So the cup kick is intended ultimately under the chin, the toe kick. And if the head is like this, chin is tucked way forward, I can connect to the front of the face with equal effectiveness, or near equal effectiveness. So this is a different type of kick, where I'm kicking with the heel. The start of my kicking game, start to train kicks and learning different kicks, was the heel kicks. And those are still some of the hardest, best kicks I can throw. Is kicking with the bottom of the foot, like the heel. We have kick here, impacted with the heel to the solar plexus. And I'm not focused on like if it's going to be pusher, I'm just leaving heavily. There. And that bottom of the foot to the sternum or solar plexus. It can do all kinds of stuff. It can hurt the person, it can push them back. But the main thing is delivering violence to the enemy. And how he reacts up to him if he goes flying, or if he doesn't go flying, then it becomes a push kick that pushes him away. If he breaks his sternum bone or knocks the air out of him, or break a rib if he moves to the side, it's up to him how he responds to it. What I'm focused on is delivering intense violence to his body. So here, from here, So it's kind of late to the game. Like I said, after I got saved, I prayed to God to get better at fighting. That's how I learned all of these martial arts techniques. And that's why I stand out in my strength, speed, punching power, everything. I prayed to God after getting saved. I'm 36 today. I got saved before I was 23. And one of the first things I started praying to God about is I prayed to Him make me better at fighting, harder, stronger, better at fighting. And since then, I'm getting better at fighting, faster, and stayed fast and strong. And got better at fighting. Self-trained, self-taught. And some of the first kicks that I started throwing in training were kicking like push kicks, where I'm impacting, forget about the different kicks, where I'm impacting kicks, where I'm impacting the bottom of the foot basically. And it can be this, see, impact the bottom of the foot. It can be this bottom of the foot. It can be this bottom of the foot. Or it can be this bottom of the foot. With more intensity, of course. So the reason I call this the insult kick, this type of kick, is because I've been throwing that kick in training, and then I saw a video show up on my YouTube feed where it's like somewhere on social media, a Muay Thai coach said, or some kind of video where it's like in Muay Thai, they rarely kick like that, even attempt. It's a kick rarely even attempted in a fight, in a Muay Thai fight, and it can be considered an insult just to try to land it on the opponent. Because I guess if you're fighting somebody that's good at Muay Thai, landing that kick is not easy, and it's pretty easy to not get it, have it connect to you. So basically, I've been practicing that kick, and I saw a video for someone talk about like this kick. It's really like people really even try landing it in Muay Thai fight, and it's considered like an insult to even try it. So that's why since I saw that video, I've been training the technique before. I started calling it the insult kick. Now, I'm going to throw some kicks here. Another bit I like to do is to connect with a push or like a kick here, and then switch, and it becomes very calisthenicsy, where it's like you're alternating kicks, especially if you're doing with intensity. So from here, 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 and then kind of like a hop step like that. Or sometimes it's a drill. I start here, here, and I can do this too as an exercise. And then alternate from here, switch, and then explode into a second one. And that is also building muscle memory for different things. Now, the steel cup shoes are drenched in sweat, and I don't want to stretch them out too much, so I'm going to get the sport shoes now. It's also like throwing kicks with ankle weights because these are a lot heavier due to the Kevlar thick rubber and steel insole than a lot of shoes. And the violent little bitch cowboy, pussy, bitch, beta, soy boys that are jealous of a real alpha man, a real alpha male. That are haters that normally would be trash talking like those scared cowards hiding behind the you might be so laughing emoji, because you'd be scared of death if you're in the room and I saw these attacks. So it's like, oh, gaslighting, you're the absolute laughable, and that's just turmoil, you suck. It's like, whatever, your punches suck, your kicks suck, and it's like always like fucking cowards, high anonymity. And the reason they act like this is because they paid to hate gangster controls, got a job to come and say that I suck. Or they'd rather be a pussy bitch beta soy boy that has low testosterone, is unathletic, no ripped with a six-pack, not tough, not hard, fast, strong, can't fight for shit. and he feels shitty because there's real men out here, strong alphas, manly men. They are physically masculine and capable warriors. Would you suck? Okay, yeah, sure. So that's how you feel. You feel that you suck because you could never do this, pussy. And notice how, after connecting the kick, I'm reflecting, and I'm in a bounce where I could throw punches right after, because there's a flow of energy that I can capitalize on, and I'll show you the right timing. So here, see there, that's the right timing. So here, see here. So it's then, and here's another thing about fighting. Right after connecting with a kick, 9 out of 10 times you're in distance to throw punches. See? 9 out of 10 times, if you just got finished landing a kick, you're in distance to connect with your hands after that. So at the start, when you throw a kick, I can't connect with my arms from here. But if I step in to connect with my foot, as soon as I connect with my foot, I'm within distance to connect with my hands. So right after getting down, connecting with a kick, you're in a position to connect with punches most of the time. So here, whatever the kick is, look at this. See, from here, I'm in distance to connect here, and even with elbow strikes. So my elbow strikes are my best weapon. It's my best weapon, the elbow strike. I could kill somebody with elbow strikes, I believe. My elbow strikes are super powerful, and with my elbow strikes, I can hit home everything. Kicks, elbow strikes, knees. I got power in everything. And that's how I train. I go pull up videos, make it feel even worse, but I'm sorry, uploading short from my past training streams with powerful knees and fast and everything. And you can't whine and cry if I need more. Like a cockroach. Oh, it's shiny. Yeah, so nice to say. With my punches, there's a point diminishing returns how hard I can hit. Even though I can hit super hard, I don't have to learn how to punch hard. I'm punching harder than what's necessary already. So for me, it's a matter of not. Do you understand? Some guys don't have punching power. God given punching power, as they call it in boxing. Literally, in my case. I actually prayed to God to get better fighting and stronger, and prayed to break the record. I broke record of punching power machine. They have literally God given punching power. The punching power that I obviously have. It's after I prayed to God to get stronger, better at fighting that I started showing up in videos from hard, super powerful punches. So anyway, here's the point. With the punches, a lot of guys have to watch boxing coach videos to learn how to hit hard, why your punches are weak or something like this. It's not a problem that I have. It's like it's not just a claim. I have videos from hard punches, hooks, straights, and everything, and it's hard enough. As a matter of fact, it's a point of diminishing returns where I have to practice punching less hard, because I punch hard enough, and then some, which means you're more likely to open up your skin, break your wrist into this, because I'm punching harder what is necessary to. Do you understand? It's not that period a harder punch is better, because there's only so much force needing to be delivered to the jaw, the chin, to knock somebody out. Like this is how much punching power you have to have connected to the liver to drop the person with liver chop. This is how much force you need to connect to the side of the cranium to drop the person, knock them out, knock them down, knock them out. And I can hit hard enough, see, to drop somebody liver shot or to the head. And hitting harder than that, what's required to put them down or break ribs or drop the liver shot, it's unnecessary. Because anything above that, it's like it still has the effect of dropping the person, and I'm more likely to break my wrist or hand as I'm connecting. So this is hard enough to drop a person. If you connect to the liver. This can be enough to drop a person. This is your arm punching. So if I can hit hard enough arm punching to drop a person, that to the liver, especially bare knuckle, that's enough to drop like 9 out of 10 people. This liver shot. That's enough to drop a person, like 9 out of 10 people. That connects to the liver, that hard, that punch would drop. In my estimation, 9 out of 10 people. So hitting hard than that is unnecessary. Nice point. With the elbow strikes, I can hit hard And if you hit your hardest to the head, you like to break your hand. With the elbow strikes, which is my main weapon, my most dangerous attack, I would say, or one of the most dangerous ones, is the elbow strikes. So with the elbow strike, I can hit with reckless abandon to bony areas. Whereas if I punch like a hook and miss the liver and hit the hip bone, that's not good. It's not doing that much for him, it's doing a lot to my hand. Whereas with my elbow strikes, I can put as much power as I want and not be concerned about where the land as much. I can hit really hard, like as hard as I want, and not worry about breaking my elbow. So here, see that landing is enough to knock the teeth out of a person, possibly break the jawbone. We're practicing light elbow strikes now. And much like John Jones, my build is having long arms. And people like Mike Tyson, who is a short heavyweight with short arms, he has more torque from getting to this position and then connecting with hooks and exploding uppercuts. He has like more torque this close swinging his T-Rex arms. Whereas people with the build that I have, or John Jones, elbow strikes are more, and it's like natural intelligence. I saw John Jones talk about this in a clip drop the other day, where it's like I figured out that I can't generate as much force with my punches and maybe my Tyson is a heavyweight, they're shorter, and got short arms. But yeah, it's like when I've been training myself, I'm naturally ended up in the body at the time. It's like I'm not delusional. So when I train like I've been doing, I learn it's like, oh, this is my best attack. See? It's like I end up from elbow strikes and at certain distances, and just that is more effective. So that balancing. I can sense that the elbow strikes are my best weapon from experience. So elbow strikes here, short arms from here. Here. Now elbow strikes, I can hit ridiculous hard elbow strikes. And here's another thing. I can use elbow strikes attacking to the body. Look at this. See? Just like those are broken ribs. So just like you can hit to the body, elbow strikes to the body can be effective. Especially in the middle line here. See? Elbow strike to the sternum solar plexus. So if you throw gut punches, you can throw elbow strikes to your body. See? And if the body is open, I can attack with my elbow strike. See? I can create the opening or capitalize on a brief opening. See? See here, or see here, and attack my elbow to the body. So to you whiny pussy bitch beta soy boys, oh, it looks like I'm in charge here. Like I decided to get to talk trash in my chat, little pussy bitches. And as usual, if I had a channel with a little whiny gang stalking, flying monkey painted gang stalking clothes, and one of your fucking pussy soy boy beta bitch haters that are jealous of me being superior and hide like a little fucking coward rat in the comment section. And these people never start shit in the room because they'll be scared of losing their life, is one thing. They'll be scared of losing their life. But if I had a channel, this is a beta, cock, soy boy, low testosterone, unathletic, sissy, pussy, bitch boys that are scared to talk shit to me over the internet while hiding behind that shit. So it's not that crazy. See, I think they wouldn't talk shit in my face. For them to talk shit over the internet, they have to hide. Good job. So not only do I have high testosterone athletic performance, yeah, go around, bitch. I have a high testosterone alpha physique too. See? So this is a high testosterone physique coupled with high testosterone performance. Athleticism. Testosterone is the masculine manly form. It makes you look manlier and it makes you be more manly. Stronger, harder, better, faster, stronger. See? So natural high testosterone gives you stamina, endurance, see? Where you can work for a lot of work with testosterone. Where you can, it's like the average guy can throw maybe 10 hard punches or 30 before gets one. But the average guy, if he's like in his shirt, not 36, maybe if you go, and then now you go, and it has to wait like 10 minutes because we're making more punches. Okay. Whereas me, I can throw like 600 punches in 30 minutes. And it's not just shadow boxing fast. It's in training states where I'm hitting hard and not the end of it. So, you know what it made it, what it seemed too good to be true, where people had to lie or say, here's the beauty. A lot of times if you have a chat open, it's when I'm doing training things like this, people come into the chat and this will be a mess. Start smoking crack, start doing mess. Which means, oh, this performance seems so good, it has to be enhanced. That's it. And I don't do fucking mess, I don't use drugs. I had this SWAT team come and get me. In the middle of a stream like this, they show up and I get sworn, and you come with us to the sideboard. And I have to piss in the cup as soon as I write. And if I go look at the chair history leading up to that, the 24 hours, 1 week leading up to that, there will be people say he's on mess, he's a crackhead, he's doing mess, heroin, whatever it is. But when that reality tested, I suddenly have to give a urine sample. There's no traces of drugs of any type in my system. Okay. But it's like, we're just delusional. So the beauty is, people come into my chat when I'm training, statistics from streaming. It's not when I'm playing video games that come in, if you don't have to do that. It's when I'm moving fast and having explosive power instead. So it's like the average person, it's like they've seen body cam videos of a guy who's on meth or PCP, and now they can move like I do, have the power standing towards like explosive anything. See? So it's at such a level, it's like seems too hard to true. It's like they had to falsely attribute the superior athleticism, strength, speed, stamina, that's about baseline, to meth or something like this. Because maybe they had to be on meth and PCP and testosterone and all those things to be able to move like that for 3 minutes or something like this. That person. So, and they shouldn't. Nice point. So yeah, a lot of times if I had the chat open like this, doing screens like this, where I'm training, that's when people come to do meth and stuff. Why? Because it's like serious, like meth makes people have stamina, endurance, and move fast. But it's a lie, see? Because the truth is testosterone, see? Because testosterone gives you energy, stamina, strength, speed, explosive power. See? What is the athletes in combat sports cheat with testosterone if they cheat? Because it gives you, makes you faster, more stamina, endurance, more physically powerful, the masculinity, warrior, testosterone. While our person have high natural testosterone. So testosterone, low testosterone makes you fatigued and easily tired. Low testosterone makes you have bad athletic performance. It makes you have a non-athletic physique. Whereas if you have high natural testosterone, that's conducive to make you have an athletic body and athletic performance. And the way that the reason I had maintained high natural testosterone compared to the baseline is because of discipline, masculinity in my care. The years biological masculinity. I eat a low sugar diet, I fast 20 hours per day. I take my supplements and I don't just live lazily and eat sugar and junk food that has testosterone. I don't use all this retarded chemical high protein parts and most people really know testosterone as well. So we do the week process. We're gonna do another, and it's like if you're watching this and you're not one of these people, if you're like a fan who's watching, like all of this aggressive enemies not towards you, but what I'm addressing is the people that will be harassing me if the shower's open, have people sharp on the sock, like I might just suck, stop smoking crack, you fag, you're so weak, your punch will suck, that's it. So this is a high testosterone physique. Now, I'm not like the beta soy boy, random bitch boy, soy boy, effeminate, sissy beta bitch, random whole touch, rock on the Baptist church. You're sweet little, nearly like a sweet, effeminate little sissy boy. See? Look real pure sweet. Look real pure sweet. Little effeminate pussy. It's like you never hit puberty. This should be me, a man like Andy Woods, she looks like a grandmother. So if that this was instead of a woman, grandmother, or a man, and you would call, oh, it's a man. It's fat, skinny. It's like it's not like only fat like this. But when there's a t-shirt, it's got like strong arms. It's like fat, but it doesn't even have big arms for being fat. It's fat, like skinny, strong arms. And it's like floppy fat there. High estrogen, big feminine hormone, and low testosterone. I'll talk about this sellout fucking pastor, Christian gangsters, I call it cult. Jackson is a fucking Christian gangstalker. Andy Woods is a fucking Christian sellout gangstalker. And do the Bible Church and Rapid Goal. There's a lot of Christian ministries that are part of. It's like an after Reverend Paul communicated very threat that I better shut up and start making videos about it. I doubled down on maybe another one. Because we can stay delusional, smoke the corporate, and keep trying to communicate their threats that they call in the videos. And it's like, yeah, I'm not going to steal my to stop making videos about me. And how they respond to that? It's like, oh, he's threatened that, but it's shut up and stop making videos about it. We're going live and making out a big attack right we go with the truth. Yeah. But keep in your mind, I believe Mike is accountable like we are. Okay. So everybody's the point. There's a lot of Christian pastors that are sellouts. Eddie Woods, Raphael Arnold, Brandon Holthouse. I'm not talking the deep state. Like fucking in the Matrix, or the guy living with the glasses. And there's a lot of Christian pastors that are sellouts, like Raphael Arnold. And you know what it's for? I'm going to keep talking about the big resident and the real dogma after now. Because I'm the real dogma Christian warrior, and you're the fucking scared, free cowards like that, man. They don't have the boldness to be here. Look at the high that you're scared pussies because you're scared of the ass kick by someone recognizing the street. Or you're so insecure about what you look at, you're scared to make fun of the pussy that's that. Or it's like, I'm the real deal, see. I'm a man of God, like a Christian warrior baby. And I'm out here, and you're the ones that have to keep up with Christian. The pastors and ministers that are against stalking, and accept them. They're part of a cult, like a stalking murder cult. They're cult members. Churches that participate against stalking, they're cult. See, that's a cult. Brandon Holthouse, Raphael Arnold, Andy Woods, and these other people, Robert Baker. These are pastors that have targeted against stalking program. While being Christian, and I'm a Christian. And then inside a cult, they don't want to accept the obvious truth. Like, we are Christians persecuting a Christian. See? That's what they are doing when they take orders to talk with psychological violence and innuendos and videos and passive aggressiveness and narcissist these type of things. They target by persecution program. So it's like face value. Michael is a Christian being persecuted. What is the Bible teach? That people are good Christians get persecuted. And it's never that Christians are the persecutors. The pattern is Christians do good in this world, which results in the lost world persecuting Christians. See? So it's Christians that are living God like in Christ Jesus that get persecuted. And they're Christians who persecute a Christian. And they may not be a Christian. They can be not saved, so he was born of the flesh, persecuted therefore of the spirit. Even so it is now. You are the father of the devil, and not your father will do. He was a liar and a murderer from the beginning, because he born out of the truth. So, the Christian, notice the timing now when I start doing something dangerous, there's somebody showing up in the chat, and you're getting blocked because you were ghosting me and I'm buying a call until now. And you think I'm going to sell for breadcrumbs. The timing says it all. Sometimes when I get into another time when I was training and then I start ranting and exposing Christian ministries versus against talk, that's a touchy issue. Thanks for the feedback, actual television. Anyway, that reminded me of what is hurting the power punches. They don't like me ranting and raving and speaking the truth about sellout ministry, see. So part of the game talk is they will sell out find mind control, sometimes love bombing. Into the chat. I have talked about this, has thousands of screenshots. It's like if I get fat, I just want to make videos, like slideshows and content, that's Mac. I have content to go for years about game stalking. And I break it down. Here's love bombing by cyber stalkers. Here's some of threats from game stalkers. Here's the timing. I said this in the lives of the day after the conversation. Anyway, it's a quote. So you can go fuck yourself, okay, pussy, you little scared rat. You can come back with a picture of your fucking face or pretend to be a fucking Christian in my chat, little fake pussy. You can put your fucking face in the video, in your profile picture, and don't try to assault my account, being flying monkey with love. Come here, the times, no comments that you might start talking about, says the issue, gang stalking. Do you understand? Part of the gang stalking is they want interference on it. So if I'm starting to teach something, they send people into the chat when I'm starting, never interrupt anyone when it's making a mistake. So it's when I start doing something that's risky, that's when they send flying monkeys into the chat to run interference. You get to distract and trigger and sabotage it. This is what I'm talking. So anyway, I'm a Christian being part of the gang stalking, which is about a persecution program. And you have to be a brainwashed mental ill cult member to be a Christian, like do the Bible church ministry, or Eddie Woods, or Raphael Gold, or Jack Smack, or Robert Breaker, or Brandon Holthouse, to be working for this program, and not see how you're a despicable, sell-out, shipwrecked faith, okay? End stage, like you are, you do Bible church, which talk about it, when you are like end stage shipwrecked faith, see, it's like a failed Christian life, see, shipwreck. Is end stages, you gotta so depraved that you're joining the world and persecuting the church. See? That's end stage Christian, like destroying what, being defeated. See, the opposite of overcoming sin in the world. You're acknowledged and overcome it when you see the sin that is in the world. So I want to conquer. So that's an end stage failed Christian walk. It's like you gotta. It's not even like it's worse than to be like cheating on your wife or being an alcoholic or porn addict. What is worse is to join the world in persecuting the church, the body of Christ, where a satanic deep state, secret societies, and like the world system is persecuting a Christian, and that you join forces with them and help to persecute the church. That's end stage Christian walking away. So it's like, yeah, I'm a Christian, being persecuted, mostly by the world. Mostly it's atheists and Caesars, but also joining on the persecution of Christian industries. So I'm a Christian being persecuted, and then there's Christian ministries that persecute a Christian. And it's still little to be good. We're good, see, we're not really about persecuting a Christian with the world system. See? And how, so basic, do the Bible church, one example, and it was, they have participated in persecution of a Christian. And then if I look at how have they been persecuted, targeted persecution, psychological warfare violence, mainly narcissistic double-standard tactics, more precisely, gaslighting or subtle threats. See? So they work for a work to persecute me a Christian secretly until I die. See? And gang stalking is a slow murder program. And they can also murder quick. The several calls they can murder quickly after slow murder for I've had this before. They're fast murders. So notice it's like when the Bible church had communicated probably with psychological warfare, it's like gas has to be part of it. See? Where it's a lie. So and how I do this, not always tactics. So it's subtle lies to attack a Christian being persecuted. See? For a program working to murder them. See? The serpent was more subtle piece of the field of God. So the activity is satanic in itself. Persecuting a Christian is of the devil. And then the behavior is to the form. It's like targeting with subtle lies, gaslighting. It's a big part of how I see this leadership is taught in the service. Passive aggressive, most historical tactics. A covert, that the community is something that is what, if I analyze it, it's a lie, and the way that lies communicate is subtle. The serpent was more subtle than the piece of the field was more God. So the activity itself, persecuting a Christian, is satanic. The Bible says it's Christians that they be God enough to get persecution. They all live God in Christ Jesus to suffer persecution. And you're persecuting a Christian, being persecuted. And how are you working? How are you persecuting? Subtle lies. See, the serpent will subtle piece of the field before God. So that he doesn't want to be flesh persecuting this one of the spirit. So the either lost child of Satan or called a Christian walk after the flesh. Because there's no saved man walk after the spirit that will persecute another Christian for satanic fields. See? And lie. See? And talking with lies. There's no saved person. So either people that are Christians that are persecuted, either they're lost child of Satan, or they're a saved Christian walking after the flesh. See? Being called. Because there's no saved person walking after the Spirit. They'll be led by the Holy Spirit to persecute the church. And here's another thing. It's like do the Bible church, where several pastors. And the beauty is I can heap blame on their ministries. It ought to be if somebody's keeping blame on ministry, it should be false accusations because it's a war. They shouldn't have anything to say that's true. They shouldn't be. I can say things like that, and if the true would be like these are disqualified as a ministry. Okay, it shouldn't be true. It's like they have problem with gaslighting life or seeking hope and persecuting against all. It shouldn't be true. And it's like also visible in this match. What Porter talking again from pastors is despite of it, and they might work in little comments on my private video calls with my wife or my phone calls with my mom or something like this into the Bible church. It's like they reference something I said on the phone recently. Visible in this matters. See, it's like they work upon the spice of it, and that part of it wants to start with this type of get from you. The point of spice of it gets fundamentally public to call it on your personal life to make it important. And other people can tell because that personal information that they're referencing, so you will know all of that they call it personal life as an abuse tactic. And then Christian ministries too. Visible in this matters. It was like when I talked to my Christian mother before about some place. Yeah, that's not my job with privacy. To the Bible, there's another persecution that can be visible and managed mainly, which are all we're going to talk about your private life and your personal conversations. Sometimes you get by these people. Do you understand? So I'm surprised these people are still alive if they're Christians. There is a sin unto that. I say that I should say, pray for it. Thank God, God är på det på PF efter he hade en sak på det. And you read what you saw. Read what you saw. So anyway, they had a moment of time to get right. We had everything like he had the right to make a video and set things right. But he didn't. And then he lost the opportunity to have anything else to do with videos. God had a chance to do right. God had the opportunity to recover from his health problems. He had anything to make videos. And they could have made a video. I take back what I said. Saying Mike's crazy, stay away from him for playing his persecution. As I realize now, I was helping the persecution of Christians by the teacher, by discrediting and isolating them. Hey, anybody can be special talking down the crisis. And he could have made a video. It's like I take back what I said. I was wrong. Okay. How can I know the guy is not speaking the truth? Also. So you had like a remission of the recovery of anything after being super sick. And he could have used that health to have given to me not taking anything virus, to apologize to me, make a video, let's pray for a persecuted Christian in Sweden, and not try to undo some of the damage. So I suppose get used to the chat in terms of process. You're not going to get to talk shit to me anymore. You're not going to get to run interference. You're going to keep shining making great streams without you interference. So the program is going to have to send like gang stalkers that live in the same apartment complex or neighborhood. Like knock on the door, have phone sales in the car or the phone to run interference of the streams in real life because I'll take away the opportunity to run interference in the chat. See? So if you're not one of these people, if you're too dumb to tell them, it's like you don't have to feel. Or I'll talk about people that have university and also people that talk about the program. If you're innocent, if you're not a hater and you're a fan watching this, what I'm saying about the haters and the persecutors know about them. Where the shoot that there's not feeling free. Is that right support? Yeah, so I'm a persecuted Christian club, I'll talk about the persecution program and this Christian ministries that hard to do the Bible church, I think all the Robert Baker, Brandon Holthouse, and they're stalking cult. So they're working for a program totally in subtle ways, gaslighting, covert threats, things like this. So either they're lost or they're Christians in the flesh. So if you see Christians persecuting another Christian, there's one or two things, 100%, not maybe, it's one or two things. And then just squeeze the people out of it. So, off camera is important. So, it's either, if somebody's persecuted for this program, it's either a Christian in the flesh, which means they're a saved man sinning. Because there's nobody who's not sinning while persecuting the church. It's mutually exclusive. Like there's nobody who's stealing while being a Christian out of the walk at the Spirit. So the behavior shows the root. So if somebody is commits sin of murder or theft, that shows that they are a flesh creature. that's a person living out the sin nature. Either as a lost person, and that's all they have, or as a saved person acting on the sin nature and not walking in the Spirit. It's mutually exclusive. Persecuting the church. Now, here's the point here. To show a little bit about how serious, and always what the Bible teaches. I know that through the Bible church have been persecuted. They've been talking before program. It's not lying, it's not rest, it's not a scratch. I'm talking with gang stalking, which is what? A persecution program. 100% true. People that talk before the program are what? Part of a persecution program. If that's it, the communicating gas signs, have a lot of warfare, there's people at different laws. But people that talk before the program, they're guilty of the sin of persecution. They persecute. So, it's persecution. And it's persecuting a Christian. They go, oh no, it's just, we are stalking murder because we're being brainwashed and we keep an eye on bad people. That's why we call it the personal life and working with somebody else. Words in the next sermon, which is letting bad people know, keep an eye on them. For the greater good, we're kind of doing it for the greater good. What we're doing is for the greater good, we're not doing anything wrong. But what we're doing has to be covered up and kept secret. See? And if you go, here's what's happening, the same program they work for will send people like these guys crazy, smoking crack, he's having nobody's talking to him. Nobody's talking to him. The same program. So it's something that has to be kept in the dark and covered up. And the program uses lies to target materials. Uses lies to cover up the target. So the target was I'm targeting the program, do X, Y, Z, and all the truth. What I can say. The same program, they're not targeted. That's not true. They're crafted in the paradox of fantasy. So it means the program targets with lies. It uses lies to cover it up. Now, notice how Paul, I obtained mercy because I did it ignorantly and unbelief. So there was a Christian, Paul, who became Saul. Paul became Saul. Before he got saved, he was persecuting the church. You have a person known as a persecutor of the church. When was he persecuting the church? Only when he was a lost person, before he was converted. And still, he was like, you need to be humble. I'm not worthy of any honor. Okay? I'm the least, because you're the least in the kingdom of heaven. Because before I was converted, I persecuted the church. So basically, in Jess, I don't pull it out for video sometime. But the guy, Paul became Saul. Saul became Paul. He was lost, persecuting Christians, and sent them to the death of Stephen, which is part of the guilt that these people do. It's like they have some secret border. It's like, yeah, he was a dark guy, really good, or they know that they spray chemicals on me, and it's like they consented to, they're not stopping it. And they'd be like, they attack with chemical warfare. They tell a person to spray perfume because I'm allergic to this brain inflammation, exacerbated pre-existing inflammation caused by the immune system response. See? So they're not illegally attacking with chemical warfare anymore. But they tell the person to spray perfume themselves or put perfume into my package at the etc. because I'm allergic to it, which gives me brain inflammation and makes me, it's bad for my health. And then to the Bible church, they call it in this, it will talk about it, like, it's in this because my hygiene is bad, so they spray perfume because my PO is bad or something like this. They don't have to say it's your fault, okay? So it's like, imagine how, like, look at how what you be saying by the church and apply the same logic to my behavior. It's like, oh, you can do this, and then say that the reason you do is this or this. And imagine if I would be like you, and I could end up for God. It's like I looked at Christian leadership that you have put as a Christian to be like, look at these men that follow the example. See? And so whatever the point. That's a potential hypothetical, it's not very well to do. That makes the point. So, do the Bible church, the Christians that have persecuted me, and they claim that Robert Baker is not a Christian stalker. I think Paul is a Christian stalker. The Bible, I just see Martinez and Trent. And it seems that they all said that. So, and do the Bible church. Now, these people are pastors, Bible teachers. When the Bible goes like a person, it's like, I'm not worthy of like any old, basically. Because before I got saved, I was persecuting Christians in the church. Okay? And then it's like, nevertheless, I obtained mercy because I did it even now. It's like I'm not worthy to be like looked up, like I know any like almost like see you need to be humble. You need to be humble to the Bible church because these people were held over us. Okay, like idiots. So great Bible teacher. That is important. So these people like we like I'm not worthy to be I'm the least in the kingdom of heaven or something like this. But I'm not better because before I was converted, I persecuted the church. Nevertheless, I obtained mercy because we are eager to come. Because like it's telling you, if you start analyzing the text, the reason he obtained mercy for persecuting the church is because he did the persecution while ignorant and in unbelief. So in an unconverted state, he was guilty of persecuting the church. See? And that, if you look at the sentence structure, the reason he tells you, because I did ignorant and unbelief, he obtained mercy. The reason he obtained mercy, which means not that hard of a punishment to be dealt with, the reason he obtained mercy is because he did these things while ignorant and in unbelief, which means pre-conversion. See? While he was lost, he persecuted the church. He got saved. Being saved looks back when he persecuted the church. The guilt of persecuting Christians. So persecuted them like who all it's like this that persecuted. It's like, yeah, I did these things ignorant and unbelief, and that's why I obtained mercy. So he obtained mercy because when he did these evil things, he was robbing a lost person, ignorant and unbelief. Now imagine Dennis Ross and Thomas de Gaulle, Robert Baker, and all they had taken and been converted, and then the elders of the faith. Just be like Paul, we all it's like Raphael or do the Bible church, like yeah, there was a point in my life, years just that I was lost, I got converted, and now I'm here running a church. And you're persecuting the church from within the church when I'm talking, or the pastor. I'm going to be having multiple wishes to the greater conversion. But this is not nothing to pray for. If anyone says that the person is in there, not of death, I should pray for blood. I pray to God will kill these people. I haven't prayed to God will ease on it. I pray that I've cursed not effectual warfare, Psalm 135, this and this. And pray that God will kill them. Okay. And not period to be severe chastening. So anyways, important. Yeah, so you have to do the Bible church after getting saved, according to them. They persecuted the church, not ignorantly. And if I hadn't gone to them, they wouldn't have a hope for the sins like this. Maybe. But I say it's bad enough that you should know better. But once the target of the persecution gets a YouTube channel, it goes like, as mentioned, you notice how you're more guilty now after I got active. You're more guilty, I know that. I was at home yesterday, I had my sense exercise concern. So they do the Bible church were already guilty. And Robert Baker, I think, was talking to me when I was just at Washington because they're all in the sin. Now, once I start making videos, hey, add to the Bible church, and I put their titles, and I make videos about GameStop and what it is, and how they work to deceive people and lie to people. But here's the truth. What GameStop is. I'm the total persecution for to get people like through the Bible church, I think, to communicate things into the videos called narcissistic dollars, these tactics. So I've been part of the Bible church in what's called narcissistic dollars, these tactics. That's the truth. God knows that's the truth, what you said. That's in the verse. 100% truth. I've been part by them with narcissistic dollars in these tactics. Sometimes veiled threats, subtle gaslighting, that's it. So once I've gone out there and said that, you still maintaining the sin and not having repented. And we stand in their face, we want to be living. It's like you're more guilty now. If I hadn't come to you and told you about these things, you'd be less guilty. You'd be guilty now, less, too guilty. But once I get out here and teach on what things of history in the moment and give the other side of the story, it makes it more serious. So I don't be surprised if you hear the Bible church leadership, Robert Baker, I think, or Bible Life, that these people get Catholic, like we want to sort of alcohol and cyber persecution, like that goes on the same things like that as a sort of torment. Anyway, 3 hours ago in this live stream. So I run dual stream. So this time when I went live, as I do sometimes, I'm live and I'm live wide angle, 9:16. Okay, wide angle on my laptop, and then I'm live at the same time on my phone, narrow angle here. And one of the benefits of a redundant system, first of all, I get more views on the live streams going live direct on my phone to YouTube. Secondly, it's a redundant system. So in case there's something that happens and the phone stream goes off, there's a wide angle stream, and this is live on Rumble, YouTube, and Twitch. So in case the deep state will turn off my YouTube channel, this training stream will live on Rumble, see? So I don't, it's not like, oh, the last month, all of the training videos I did that I'd like to be able to retain, they're all gone because they turn off my YouTube channel. Well, it's on Rumble and it's on Twitch and other places too. And we have one of these little cyber stalking, gang stalking tools. One of these Christian gang stalkers. Oh, it's a coward hater swap, but you're gonna get blocked. And I didn't check the chat on my laptop until finishing. Show me the hacking. Bitch, you don't get to tell me what to do. I'm not a simp, see. I don't take orders from anybody. So still this little narcissist always abuse tactic where they know there's a pet peeve. I don't like people talking as if they my boss, and no people don't talk like that to me in the room without risking pushback. Okay. So his support, show me the you don't get to tell me what to do, bitch. Go fuck yourself, okay? See, I get to tell you what to do because I'm the boss, this order here. This is my home, my virtual home, my YouTube channel. So I get to tell you what to do. And if you don't like it, you get fucking blocked, see? You can't tell me what to do. I can tell you what to do. And if you don't listen to me, I can give you consequences. I can go, don't talk to me like that. And then if you talk to me like that, boom, you're blocked, see? You don't have the power to enforce punishment to me, like enforcing boundaries. It's like, stop being rude. There's a warning. You wrote a question mark. I don't like that. Then if you do it again, okay, you're blocked. But you can't go, Mike, do this, and then no, and then go, okay, you're blocked. Okay. So you don't get to tell me what to do. Show me the high kick. So I checked the chat after that training. I came here to end the stream. Okay, wrap up. Someone wrote, show me the high kick. That's narcissist always be tactics because it's a previously expressed pet peeves. Gang stalking, paid gang stalking trolls will utilize knowledge of previously expressed verbalized pet peeves to push your buttons on the side in front of others. Narcissistic abusers love to push your buttons on the side in front of others, baiting you to respond to covert aggression with reactive overt aggression, thereby make yourself look like the problem, like it's sensitive, paranoid, and the aggressor. So that's a big part of the target tactics. Show me the hierarchy. You don't get to tell me what to do. If you want to ask, if you would like me to do something, I'm already done training, so it's too late to ask moves. If somebody would want to have me show them a technique, you don't write, show me the high kick, because that looks fucking rude. You write, would you mind showing me the high kick you did before, or something like this? Because then it looks like you're asking. Then it looks like you're being polite.
and you're not looking rude, like it's like I had to explain how to humor one-on-one. Okay, it's like I don't talk like this because I'm not an immature, narcissistic, juvenile, pussy piece of shit. If I show up on somebody's chat, if I'll be watching a stream on YouTube, there's a guy training boxing. If I wanted to see him do something, I go, "Could you show me your jab?" See, question mark. Because that looks like a request, not rude and impolite. But if you go, "Show me the jab," it looks toxic, you look rude, disrespectful. Okay. And here's the thing: I'm not a fucking simp beta male that take orders from people. You don't get to tell me. One way to get me not to do something is to try to tell me what to do. Okay, I'm not a simp, but that's one of my strengths too. They're not a simp. I don't take requests from people. People call me like, do this. I don't do it, understand? I never do it. I'll show you the door, pussy. Coward. Gang stalker. Payday gang stalker. Show me the high kick. No, bitch. No, bitch. Show me the high kick. No, bitch. I'll show you the door, though. I'll show you you being fucking blocked on my channel, you piece of shit. Okay? And then this other pussy bitch. And he's come in here talk about some fat schizophrenic Lucy in Australia who was part of a group of bullies pick on me to get on YouTube before. See? And this is one of the things. There was a community I used to be beefing with. And it was all from the same community what I fell out with. And it was a group of fucking bullies pick on me together. This fat, ugly piece of shit in Australia, Filthy Frank, Billy Bitch, Billy Boy in Australia, Shep, Edward PF. So it's like 5 YouTubers who are making videos attacking me, see? And then I make videos about one of them. And then they go, I'm being bullied, cry bullies, dog one, see? So it's like there was a community, Edward PF, that I had a falling out with. He blogs me on his channel, there's all in the comment section, and people dogpiling several people. I'm banning several people in his comment section, see? Like a cult, see? Because I dare to disagree with the person. And it's like, I think you're wrong for this. And it goes, and people dogpile me and attack me. That basically, it's like, you're wrong about Trump, he's a puppet. That's one of the things where the Christian Bible teachers start with Trump t-shirts. And that's one of the issues I took, was like, Trump is a puppet, as they all are. And then his followers come that you're a prideful young man who you don't know nothing about politics or for this or whatever. So like people started attacking me. And I'm finding several of the person's viewers in comments. And then I guess I was doing 2 videos of defending myself because like people, they understand simply. It's like I leave a comment after being supported a lot of viewers. It's like I'm only leaving a comment if it's something positive I got to say. I watch a video, it's like amen to that or to understand. But at a certain point when it starts with the Trump t-shirts, I disagree was like Trump is a puppet. Okay, he's a deep state puppet. Trump is he's a deep state shell puppet or something like this. And then people come, viewers go, oh, you're wrong, and attack me. And it's like somebody goes, you're wrong and paranoid or something like this. I'm not paranoid, okay? And then somebody else goes, you're prideful to think you can tell an older man about politics or for this. It's like, I'm not prideful, I think you're more likely prideful. So it's like this battle's happening, and it's like every day I go wake up, I have notifications, somebody reply, like a new comment replies to the person's channel. It's almost like you're such a retarded idiot. So it's like you're a retarded idiot or something like this. Or I'm not. And then eventually I get blocked by the channel owner, Edward PF. Let's not forget who started this, Ed. You by blocking me on the channel so that your comment section became a form for a smear campaign where people can slander me freely and say whatever they want about me in your chat, and I can't defend myself, see? That's what started this, Edward PF, where I get blocked and people keep talking about me, saying bad things in this comment section, and I can't reply and defend myself against what they say. See? Very cowardly. And then I go to making videos on my channel about Ed and his followers. And then, like the gang stalkers that they are, they start mass tagging my videos for hate speech bullying. See? So they shut me up on the channel so I can't defend myself. And then I go, okay, I'll go make videos talking about Ed and respond to the comments on my channel. And now they're all like, hey, Mike, make a new video like email says, I'll go mass tag this video for hate speech bullying or something like this. And reporting for this. So they have like many people reporting every video upload, say. Okay. Disgusting. And eventually, so it's like, oh, you fucking disgusting gaslighting piece of shit. let's do the little Darvo is what they're doing. It's like this Bill person, fat schizophrenic Lucy in Australia, was part of a number of YouTubers that were together attacking me on YouTube. Then I attacked them back. And then the person cries bully, see. So he's got videos about me. His buddies got videos about me. So this Bill guy will make a video. Mike Size, a prideful piece of shit crap, or something like this. And then I make a video responding, well, this guy's a fat, ugly loser, see. Okay. He's a freak, weirdo, you're a liar, or something like this. And then he reports my response, for bullying, hate speech. But he's saying, making videos about me, lying and attacking my character. Mike is a liar, he's a child of Satan, he's a prideful, arrogant dirtbag, or something like this. But if I make videos doing the same thing, saying negative things about him, and there's a lot to work with there, his looks and his character and things like this. He's like, oh, be bullied, see? Darvo. It's like, play the victim. So yeah, Arne, you piece of shit, you gaslighter. It's like, that's what they don't like. That it's like they want to paint me as the bully because I'm pick on a fat loser who was part of a group of people pick on me, see? So it's like, oh, Mike is a ripped, handsome alpha Giga Chad winner. So it's easy to try to paint him as the bully because if a fat, ugly person is arguing with a handsome guy, it's like, I guess the handsome guy is the bully in the situation. See? But the guy was a fucking loser, the Bill, who's part of a group of fucking bullies pick on me together, and I make videos about them, and then they go hate speech bullying, see? Darvo. So, yeah, same old tired thing. Here's another thing. You little ex-cop, Zanzibar piece of shit gang stalker. I'm not surprised that a cop, ex-cop, allegedly, is gang stalker on video on the internet because police and security guards, things like this, are involved in it. Anyway, it's a point. Yeah, so it's just to put the crack up. Go fuck yourself, you piece of shit. Go fuck yourself, you piece of shit. And it's too late for you to destroy this video with your little cyber stalking because it's like I was already livid before checking the chat. It's not like, haha, we won because Mike was calm before check the chat, then he got livid. I was livid as I was walking up here and checked the chat. Okay, so you're blocked. Yeah, I remember ABC the fat fuck, who was part of a group of bullies pick on me together. But I'm the bully, see. There's 5 YouTubers attacking one person, me, together. But I'm the bully when I make videos about each and every one of them as one person. See, it's 1 versus 5, 5 on 1. But the 5 people being bullied by the 1 person, see. Okay, even though they're a group of people picking on 1 person together, the person being picked on, he's the bully, see, the sole person. You fucking retards. But it's like perceptive management. It's like Mike is being bullied. We need to paint him as a bully because he's the victim of cowardly bullying, cyber stalking, and online bullying. So let's paint the victim of the bully as the bully. Okay. And be like, well, one of the guys who was awkward he was trash talking one of them. He was fat and ugly, so I guess he's a bully. No, Bill was part of 5 people together attacking me, see? Filthy Frank, King's Table Frank, Edward P.F. himself, Shep, and the Bill. See, these people were all attacking me. They were making videos, and it's like I can show it. I had documentation of this. It's like so easy for me to prove I was being bullied by them, because that's the truth. It's like I make a video after I get attacked in the comment section, fighting people in the comment section on Edward P.F.'s channel. He blocks me, so I can't respond. People keep talking about me, slandering my name in his comment section, and Ed takes my ability to defend myself against the stand away from me by blocking on his channel. So there'd be like some new comments. Deb Gill of Frank says Mike is such an arrogant a-hole and stuff like this. And I go click, I don't agree or something like this. Can't post the comment because I got blocked on his channel. See? So at a certain point in time, people keep talking about me in the chat. I get mad. I go, this spirit of dark ignorance and edit it forward. So it's like, if I want to talk about these people, I can't talk in the chat and respond to what people are saying, but I have my own chat. I can make videos. See? And then Frank makes videos. Everybody from the same community. Bill, Shep. Okay. So it'd be like this. Frank makes a video. Mike is a paranoid, crazy piece of crap or something like this. And then if I go click to the chat, the comment section, I have the bill in there. Amen, he's such a dirtbag. Amen, Frank. See, so it's like they're all coming from Edward P.F.'s community that I fell out with. And I'm one person who's been like estranged from the community. And I make videos about this community, Edward P.F. and his followers. And then it's like Frank, one of the people from the community, makes a video. Mike is an arrogant a-hole, whatever. And then if I check the comment section, Shep is in there and Bill is in there, like agreeing. It's like, yes, Mike is an asshole. Amen. What is that? A group of people attacking one person together. It looks like bullets. One person attacking me, there's people, several people. It's all the same group. Go, amen. Okay. And then if I go to one of the people that one attack video, the King's Table Frank, come from the Edward P.F. community, make a video, Mike's an arrogant paranoid dirtbag or something like this. And I click the comment section of the video, said video, the Bill will be in there. Amen, Frank. Okay, and then Dead Gil will be in there. Amen. And then the Shepherd said, yes, he's such an arrogant a-hole, something like this. And if I click the comments, they were agreeing. Go the Bill. He's got to be, Mike is an asshole. He's a child of Satan. He's a okay. And if I click that video and check the comment section, it's Frank. Amen. Yeah, yes, he's such a dirtbag. And the Shepherd's ambassador. Yes, he is the Shep. Okay. Amen. And if I go to Shep's video, he's got videos on me, and then these people are in the comment section agreeing. So who the fuck is being bullied? Oh, you fucking cry bullying darker people. So Mike is bullying the Bill because he's a fat, unattractive person fighting an attractive giga Chad. So like, I guess it's easy to Darvo and be like, the guy who's not the obvious loser, he's gotta be the bully in the conflict. See, if an ugly guy and a handsome guy is attack each other, I guess that the beautiful guy, he's gotta be the bully, see, and the fat ugly person has to be the bully victim, kind of like a stereotype. See, no, as a matter of fact, it's more like the people who are insecure and low worth end up being bullies. So yeah, I remember that piece of shit. Cantankerous. Yeah, I'm gonna finish up. Go whine and cry like beta bitches and be envious of the superior man, or you won't. I'm gonna keep shining so I am a Christian warrior. And you know what? I'm not a simp. I do whatever the fuck I want. All the time. And I don't take orders. I don't submit. See? I don't submit to fucking piece of shit. And it's this sensible guy. He's a Christian gangster. He used to be a love bombing agent on my chat before. Where he'd be like pretending to be supportive. And that's all the time started. That's one of the types I get from Fly Markets work with the gangster people. They'll play love bomb against sometimes, pretend to be supportive neutral viewers so that they won't get blocked, so they can keep working. See? Okay. So sensible is one of these people have been blocked before. This could be a video.